What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to Glove Up Boxing. We're presenting our Couples Corner with Coach and the Queen, celebrating Black love. Let's talk dating and marriage. It's going to be good vibes and good energy. Come and join us. All right, everybody. How y'all doing? We just gonna give people time to come in, give them a chance to come through. Um, Waiting on my husband. VM boxing. Waiting on my husband.
We all we got. We all we got, Nino.
What's up, right side? What's going on? We appreciate y'all coming through. We hoping y'all jump on the panel. Make sure y'all chop it up with us. Like we didn't say before, this is supposed to be a conversation. So we can't do that if y'all ain't rocking with us. We all we got, baby. So, I'm going to get me something to drink while y'all are joining us. Yo, you got your Red Bull.
Yeah. Everybody coming in left. What kind of shit is that? Omega Red. Yeah.
Chili.
Chili.
A little bit.
Hit that like button. Ricky Williams.
Hey,
What's up,
Ricky.
brother?
Oh, look, we need to wrench Ricky up. Hold up, Rick.
Ricky ain't let me know deep, brother.
Rick, you got coach number. Go on and text him. Let him know if you the bros or not. We in here. Well, we appreciate y'all stopping by. We're going to give people a chance to come on in before we start our conversation. It's been a long week. So it's time for us to just get in some interesting conversation. I know I peak all the time and I broke it. It's my fault. Here's what it is. He said somebody been peeking through the blinds.
No, that's not your fault. That happened in Ida, that tree.
Oh, okay. Not my fault. I like it when it's not my fault.
Yeah, that tree. Yeah.
So, Ricky, since you in here and you be jumping on the chest when we talking about boxing and other sports and stuff, so I'm feeling a little slighted, like maybe you're not jumping on and having this open conversation with us because you don't like me or something. Like I'm feeling personal because you be everywhere and you be having some good points. So I feel like you need to be jumping on here, giving us some of your insight. I mean, I appreciate a single man, married man, dating man. I need y'all on here. Let's have these conversations real, pure, raw, 100% open and honest. Oh, you picked up on that.
that shit don't work on me either, bro.
I'm just saying, no. I'm feeling some kind of way. Omega, you ain't above our list. I'm saying, jump up in here. Let's have this conversation. Let's have this talk. Men, women, single, married, dating, committed, engaged. We take them all. We don't discriminate. With children, without children, unfaithful, faithful. We need to know all the tea.
Really.
Yes, all of them, because that's one of my questions today. Oh yeah.
You ain't doing that shit.
I know your view, but your view ain't everybody's view.
Oh,
And don't tell me what people ain't doing.
you ain't jumping on that, telling me.
Good. What would be to how? I
Right.
said it was one of my questions. It ain't ratting. I ask very generalized questions. Now, if you want to make them personal, that's on you. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh, you just woke up. What you need? You need a little smoke. You need a little drink. You need to wash your face.
Where you was sleeping at?
What we doing?
In the woods? Omega red? In the bone?
I'm saying no. I dropped the link in the chat already. It's pinned at the top, so I don't want to hear no reasons why people ain't up on here.
He ate about 2 raw fish and fell asleep. He bite fish.
Ew, do we really? That's just nasty. I just want you to know. What? Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with the country. Shit, you ain't too far behind. Oh, you work the night shift. We understand that. I ain't worked the night shift in forever.
L Dub.
What's up, L Dub? What's going on? Again, I keep trying to tell y'all this is a conversation. I need people on the panel so that we can have an open and honest conversation. It's nice to have some different people that can offer us different insight. I mean, you know, I don't understand that. Y'all, I see all of y'all on these boxing channels. From channel to channel to channel to channel, and y'all can't jump on here. We appreciate y'all coming in, hitting that like button, and kind of showing us the support. We appreciate it more than you know, But what we appreciate more is the open and honest conversation. Too far away from me. Oh, yeah. Let me go on and slide over here.
I ain't say you got to go way over.
I'm going to slide over here. It's all right.
Go over.
They can still see me.
Go over. There go my brother, Rick. What's up, Rick?
What's happening, Coach?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, man, everything is everything. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Good to hear. Happy Friday.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, happy Friday, you beautiful people.
Thank you.
Trying to get people to come on in. They coming in and they're not hitting the like button and leaving and everything else. Wait for the brothers to start coming in.
Gotta wait for them notifications to go out. Y'all know how YouTube be doing.
Man, they be shitting on
they take their time to go out. That's for damn sure. Talking about how people some spots. Sometimes you gotta just send a text message. Be like, "Hey, we up in here." So, but Rick, are you in a relationship? Are you single, married? What?
Married. Been married for 22 years.
Go ahead. That's what's up. I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, you'll get there.
We babies. We've been together almost 7, and we've been married. We'll be 4 in October.
Yeah. Once you make it past the first 5, it's pretty much a wrap, to be honest.
That's what I heard. But I mean, this one right here lasted 16, 15 something years. Married, and it didn't work. So he was married 13 years.
When you're ready to go, you're ready to go.
I got married the wrong.
You picked the wrong woman. It happens.
That was the wrong situation.
Yeah, you picked the wrong woman. It happens.
Oh, yeah?
Ricky, you the brother?
Say what? Nah.
So the state where you at, man.
Nah, my son is though.
Oh. Where he
That's
plays
all.
at?
That's all I know. So yeah, but my son here, my
Where
oldest
he
boy,
plays?
huh?
Where he plays?
Oh, Northwestern.
Who that be? Who that
Okay.
be?
It's Kyle.
Oh,
What's
hi.
going on? What's going
Yeah.
on? How you guys doing? Ricky, what's
Good.
going on?
What the fuck you want, Cal? No, just
Well, we appreciate some
Oh,
new
well,
faces on
salute.
the panel.
What's
Thank
up
you
with
so
you, my boy?
much.
What's happening with you, Cal? What's up, bro?
Man, nothing much, man. I had to get in. I had to get in on this, man. I had to ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? I've been married for 7 years, so I'm trying to, navigate through everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to have people that's seasoned. I don't want to say old, but seasoned. Seasoned veterans. Some tricks of the trade that y'all can hand out. So I got to hop on and ask a few questions if I may.
For sure,
Yeah,
for
oh no,
sure.
you can ask whatever you want. I have questions that I ask as well, just to get everybody's insight. Sometimes people like, sometimes they don't, but I believe if you ask the questions, there ain't no wondering about where a person stands. So go right ahead.
Shout out to your barber, Cal. I see you got you looking right, my boy.
Oh man, talk to my brother, man. I'm in Vegas, man, for this fight for Troy
Oh,
Ivan.
yeah?
Oh, nice. Oh man, y'all had that big old flood yesterday.
Man, they acting like they want to have another one today.
Oh, for real?
What? Yeah, it was real bad because I was looking at some video from where the bar, what is it called? The Ferris wheel
Mhm.
in that alley, and it was just like a raging river.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
if you was homeless last night, you was in trouble.
Yeah,
they need it there though, for real though.
they do.
Oh,
They
rest
really
in
do.
peace, brother.
Yeah, it was
So
bad.
Yeah. We're going to get into it.
Be safe,
Yeah,
bro.
we-
Be safe.
We're going to do it at some point.
So, but whatever questions you have, Kyle, go ahead and ask us. We'll give you our answers. I mean, Ricky
Okay.
has the most experience in being married to his wife for the last 20 years. My husband and I have experience being married separate, and we have experience being married together. So, ask your questions.
Okay, we're gonna go. This is for the panel then.
Okay.
The bad days. What was the year that was the toughest?
For me,
I would say our first year was probably our toughest year. Because we started when we first started dating, and I mean our first year married, because we were together 2 years before we got married. We lived apart a lot. And I think the first 6 months of us being married, we were apart. He lived in California, I lived in New Orleans. And you get a lot of those. When we first started dating, we were dating, not really paying attention to how things go, letting things kind of flow on its own and get to whatever point it was going to get to without putting any labels or restrictions or limitations on what would evolve. And so once we got married, it's a slight change. Some of the things that I'm accustomed to, I make my own decisions. I kind of move the way that I want. You know what I'm saying? Like those things kind of slowed us down. Some things that Troy had to become accustomed to because of how I move, but trusting in that no matter what, when I moved, he was always in the forefront of my mind. And I had to prove that to him after we were married, just because of issues that he had before, and vice versa. So I think for us, our first year was our biggest struggle. After that, we just started kind of making rules that fit our life. Like we don't, well, we call it, it's
We don't
different.
shift weight.
We call it shifting weight,
Yeah, we
but
don't shift
it's
weight.
it's just not pulling up something from the back. Like if I pick up something on you, like if I tell you, look, you need to clean the kitchen more because I feel like I'm cleaning it every day, and I come and he's arguing that with me, and then I'll be like, well, I clean the bathroom all the time, and you're me. We're not talking about the bathroom right now. What we're talking about is you cleaning the kitchen right here. Stay right here. So you can't bring up no shit from back here and put it in that argument in order to deter from being chastised, basically.
No
And
moving the goalpost. No moving the goalpost.
exactly. And so that allows for you to sit in the reality of where you are right now, hash that out, try not, we don't argue. We don't come out of like, I'm not going to bed angry, he ain't going to bed angry. If we don't agree on something, we simply don't agree. And that's how we pick that up. Like, we agree to disagree in this moment. And so that's for us. You, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's going down? Queen, what's going down? OG?
Big step. What's up with you, my boy?
Rick, what's going down?
Hey, it's everything,
Going down,
guy. How you
Kyle?
feeling, my boy?
Dog, how you feel?
Chilling. Had to come in and slide in on the Queen, coach.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
that's a little baby.
That is my baby. I can't wait to see Money like for real and be able to give him a great big old hug. Because the last
Oh,
time
yeah,
we
I'm
was in
coming.
Dallas, I missed him.
I'm coming. Don't worry. We coming to New Orleans. We gonna plan it.
So,
Yeah.
so Ricky,
Yes, ma'am.
what would you say would be your toughest year? Because I think Troy and I will probably have another tough year coming. But I'm curious, since you have the longevity here.
Man, if I'm being honest with you, Kyle, I never really had a tough year. Just being honest. A tough month. You know what I'm saying? An episode or two, but it was never no tough years. I pride myself on making, at least in my opinion, right, making more good times than bad times. You know what I mean? But what got me through, man, is just not giving up on her. You know what I'm saying? Not giving up on myself. You know, and after a while, you got to stop making promises you ain't gonna keep. Right? That really what's define you as a man. If you say something, you got to start standing on it. Otherwise, without your word, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I feel in most relationships, again, the thing is that we spending too much time trying to prove to this person what they believe we are instead of just being what we are. You know what I'm saying? So if you saying out your mouth you're gonna do A, B, and C, that you promise your girl this and that, you know what I'm saying? You promise her the world. I mean, can't none of us deliver the world, right? But within reason, right? Within reason, as a man, it's your job to present that, right? And if that's the bargain you and your wife came to, and you presenting to that, she should have no problem. And vice versa, right? If my wife is upholding her side of the deal, her side of the bargain, I shouldn't have no problems. And you know you made it when the big stuff becomes small and the small stuff becomes big. Mm-hmm. That's when you know you made it. Mm-hmm. All right. But as far as bad years, I've had bad moments, but no bad years, man. No bad years. Me and my
I mean, like tough like that, you know. It's like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I look at Mark and I'll be like, bro, just leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just, you don't know how them days? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. But that's human nature. You know what I'm saying? That's human nature, bro. But again, you want to make more good times than bad. You know, the day you got married, that should be the day you got married, the happiness you had when you proposed to your wife and she said yes, the happiness you had when you first found her and said, damn, she the one. Those are your motivating moments. You're supposed to be looking back on those. They don't not exist anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And as from a woman's side, I want you to know that there are moments where your wife is probably saying, you aggravating the fuck out of me. Get out of my face.
Absolutely.
That's that feeling. But like, there's never a time when I'm with Troy. I don't care, even when we're in a disagreement. I always want to be with him. Like, I always want to be in his space. Even when he mad at me, fuck you. I'm going to be right here. I ain't going nowhere. So, you know, I think it's time and age. Give me 1 second before we go on, because I really want to address you. But Rod, I do, but I want to read Wes. I want you to comment, but this ties into what he asked, so I want you to comment on both of them. So give me a second, okay? Wes says, was it more important for your mate to have to adjust to how you operate, or was it more important to consider your spouse and to adjust to how they move, or to adjust how you move?
You asking me? Okay.
It was a question asked.
My thing is that it wasn't a hard adjustment because she was always independent before me. Before me, she was independent, and we were older when we got together also. So it wasn't it wasn't an adjustment as far as her bringing in a representative. I knew exactly what the fuck I was getting. I knew exactly who she was, and I decided to accept her for who she was. So I couldn't change who she is once she get in, and once I got married to her. So it was more of, and that's the thing. That's a lot of times that's the problems in a lot of marriages. They start off, oh, she's doing everything she's supposed. You acting a certain way, she's acting a certain way, and you putting representatives in there when that's not really who you are. So I never had that issue. And then my biggest thing was learning to trust. To trust. That was my biggest issue with with the adjustment that I had to make. I had to make my adjustment with, damn, this motherfucker really loved me. You know what I'm saying? She really down for me. She want to be with me. So it wasn't no. And once I let those issues go, it was more or less okay. We can move forward. So it wasn't a hard adjustment. Now I don't know if you guys, whoever that's, if you married or not married, just make sure if you're not married, make sure that's not a representative that's there for her putting on airs. If she's the same person she's always been, you accepted that. If you married, you accepted that. So
And I want to say, in challenging that, just because you accepted who she was does not mean that as her husband, if you're strong enough and standing true in who you are, that you cannot lead her to be a better her. Because evolution is it's inevitable, it's continuous. People change, things change. But a good husband will lead his wife in the direction in which they should be going for the betterment of the both of them.
that's if she's submissive.
Exactly.
If she understands what it is to be submissive, because the man has to understand what that word means. Submissive does not mean in the way that most people think. I serve my husband, but my husband also serves me.
Exactly. It's cooperation to get to the common goal.
Yeah. Some Negroes think that it means, oh, I control you. Yeah, submissive
Right.
mean I control this. Oh, what you say don't go, or you know what I mean. My way is the way. You feel me? And that's not ever that's not never the way to move forward in a relationship. If you just think all your decisions gonna be the right decisions, you know what I mean. So I think that's the part of too with marriage as well. Because I think some people look at society and they look at marriage as what society want marriage to be. And that shit shouldn't be that way. And that's when you say, Coach, certain women they act a certain way, or even certain men act a certain way just to get married. So they played a full role knowing it ain't really them. But it's what they feel like society think it should be. So now you ain't even truthful to that woman, or you ain't even truthful to that man to even know that that's the real you. So that's why when shit, hit the fan, motherfucker like, oh, so you totally somebody different, or you don't know that person. That's why I do take time to get to know a person before you even get married. I mean, so that's why you should figure out who it is and accept it. Like Coach said, you got to accept that person for being them and make sure they them all the way through and through. Like I say, the queen ain't never changed up, still the same person, the same with Troy, because y'all been through so much shit, the way y'all ain't got time for the bullshit no more, period. Right? Motherfucker been through so much, it's like, man, we ain't got time for the bullshit. This what it is, straight up and down. We at this age, so this what it's going to be, or it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? And that's what I think people can get to. Even if you're young, you can get to that point, but I just see a lot of people, and I know a few people that's married, right? And I look at them, and even my nephew, he ran off and got married. He know we had to talk, I had to talk with his ass, trying to force him to stick it out, but it's what they think it should be because of what people say, or because you get extra benefits on this, or you get this or that shit when you don't even know the person that you even married to, but you're just doing it because they say that's what it's supposed to be. So it's a lot of shit that play into it, in my opinion.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question, Ricky. And you've been married the longest, but I really would like everybody's opinion on it, because we are currently living in a society that has stepped away from meeting face to face a lot, unless you meet in a smash. And so I find that, one, because there is a lack of men in in strong binding relationships, there's a lack of women who want to be in a strong bonded relationship. What I grew up in, what Troy grew up in, what I'm sure a lot of people have grown up in, is at least seeing those examples of what a real marriage should represent instead of the fairy tale togetherness that you see on TV. Would you agree with that statement? And I really boxing section, Kyle, I want you to come in too, because even though you're young in your marriage, you still at least have background because of what because your perception of marriage stems from what you have viewed marriage to be from somewhere.
Right, right. You know, the thing is, you know, the one thing that you have to kind of figure out is not to be in competition with each other. You know what I'm saying? People have to be happy for one another. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you finally get something that you work for, they feel like since they ain't where they want to be, then they can't celebrate you. So, you know, that's a lot of what we going on in a lot of marriages, man. And people don't understand, you know, baggage. We all got it. So either you can deal with it or you can't. But
I
either
think it's
way,
how
you're
you
gonna have to carry
unpack your
somebody's.
baggage.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, I think it's how you unpack your baggage that matters as well.
Yeah.
Ricky, you've been married the longest, so
Mhm.
what do you look at when you look at that? What was your perceived perception of marriage before you got into it, or did it really morph like what you thought marriage was supposed to be, and then when you finally got married, you'd be like, "Oh wait, this is wholly different from what I thought it was."
No, I think it didn't morph. It's just that when we first got married, I didn't know what a real marriage is supposed to be. You know what I mean? And it's like you said, we all products of our environment, right? So the relationships you learn from are usually, I mean, you only really have two examples, right? Everybody like to play in a gray area. I don't. You either have a great example or a bad example. You know what I mean? There's no in between that. And the examples I had were bad. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn and realize, look, it don't matter what it looked like to the outside world. Don't matter what it looked like to your family. The only thing that matters is what it looks like to you, right? Society doesn't dictate how my marriage is supposed to look. I do.
Exactly.
Right? So with that being said, I think the easiest way to eliminate this problem, if you're really saying you love a person and you being, you know, I say it all the time, I got you's a lot stronger than I love you. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Yeah,
you through
yeah,
everything. Right? So if I feel that way about you and I have you as my priority, you just need to the first thing you need to learn to do is if you're in a relationship is eliminate your ego. Eliminate it when it comes to that person, right? And a lot of times, again, because of the relationships we were in or the things we saw, or not even that, the stuff that that has imprinted on us and triggers us, and we used as defense mechanisms, right? If you're in a relationship with somebody you love and they're telling you something, you should be assuming it that it's from the best perspective possible, right? For the betterment of you, right? But because, like Kyle said, that baggage you had, the stuff you got stuck on your back, right? When somebody tell you something, male or female, y'all look at it a certain way, right? If you eliminate that ego, you can quiet those voices and actually sit and listen and take in what a person's saying and objectively analyze it. I think that's the biggest thing. If you can eliminate your ego in a relationship, you're gonna learn one or two things: if that person for you or if they not.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He right about that because one time I forgot where we were, and we was with somebody, and she was talking shit, but she talks shit all the time, so I just like ignore her.
Oh, we was at the party. We was at the party at the bar, at the cigar bar.
No, I thought we was with Mike,
But it doesn't matter.
and and my brother was there, and he was like,
Oh, we were with Mike.
Yeah, we were with Mike. We was with the lady from Snowfall who plays the mom.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
The reality is.
But anyway, we was there and we was talking. She was talking shit, and I was just like, I'm not paying no attention to. And my brother told her, he didn't flip this fucking table over. It wasn't her. He just don't even fit. I was like, no, fuck, I'm not. I know she just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She not. You can't get to me. You're not gonna piss me off. So it's just, I know who she is, and I accept her for who she is. So I don't have those issues. I don't have those issues where, men gotta sometimes have ego and all of this stuff. I don't have no ego with her. Like, she's seen me at my lowest, she's seen me at my highest. And shit, man. So, and she's never wavered. So that's what I can appreciate. I don't have any issues. I don't have any issues being vulnerable around her. I have no issues with any of that shit. In our society, especially in the black community, men look at that as being weak. Nah, nigga, I ain't weak. I'm not weak, because when it comes to you fucking with me, I'm not gonna be weak. You know what I'm saying? But I'm supposed to show vulnerability to my wife. I'm supposed to be true to who I am when I deal with her at all times. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I feel about the whole situation. You're supposed to. That's supposed to be your partner. That's the person that y'all a team.
Mm-hmm.
You are a team. You got to work together to get through this thing we call life and excel together. That's what we have to do. Or you're gonna be pulling. You don't see a fucking two horses pulling a cart, one in the front and one in the back going the opposite way. You got to pull the cart together.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
So give me a second. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that we can't miss. We missed. So Mr. Mechanical came in. We appreciate you coming through. Omega Red, we got love for you. West is in here. L Dub is in here. Teach is representing for us, Mr. Mechanical. Cassandra the Queen. We even got Mrs. Knockout in here showing love. Jay Grant Jr. is in here. Key came through to support. We appreciate you. Bay Area, bro. Thank you for coming through. Blessings to you, my brother. And so we appreciate all y'all stopping by and hitting that like button when y'all come in, because it's like saying, hey, fam, what's good? So we appreciate you. I got some questions, though. I really want to ask these questions. A couple of them my husband don't agree with, but it don't really matter. But I'm gonna ask this question because intimacy is important. But what I want to know is, why is intimacy so important? And I want to know it from a man's side, because I know as a woman, I know what it is important to me for. But I'd like to know, as intimacy, single, married, dating, whatever, why is intimacy so important? And what is intimacy to you?
That's easy. Intimacy. Yeah. Shout out to Coach. You know what I'm saying? Y'all partners, 50-50, all that shit, right? But that intimacy set the dominance in a relationship. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah. Right? It set the dominance. Right? Like as a man and you out in this world and you got a girl, right? You setting a certain level of, like you said, your wife should be submitting and cooperating, correct? Right? How do you do that? You foster an environment where your wife can do so, where your girl can do so, right? There's certain things that woman should not have to handle, period. You a man, handle that shit, right?
Right.
So with my actions, right, I show you, hey, I'm dominant in this. I got you. I'm the man that you need, the man that you want. And in the bed, I enforce that.
I understand.
Right? In the bed, I enforce that, right? So that's what it is. It's reinforcement. Spare the rod, sport a child, and I'm going to give my baby all the rod I can.
Coach right there with you, baby. Coach is right there with you.
Oh, yeah.
He believes in the same thing, Rick. He believes in the same thing.
That's all
Go
I
ahead,
got.
Kyle.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Y'all don't even want what I got. I'm filthy.
You got monkeypox?
No. Yeah, it's a lady. It's a lady present, man.
Okay, first of all, let's be very clear here. We are all grown in this space, and I want you to know there's nothing you can't say that I ain't
It's a
already
safe
thought
space,
about,
Kyle.
did, to talked about. Say
It's a
whatever
safe
you
space,
got to
Kyle.
say, baby.
It's a
Okay.
safe space. It's a safe space, Kyle.
Okay. Now, I'm filthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm filthy. My wife ain't with me because I'm rich. That's all I'm gonna say.
I wasn't with mine because he was rich either.
Dub.
What up, Coach? What up? Salute to the panel, man. Much love, much love. Appreciate y'all letting me up, man.
What's good with you, bro?
All the time. So what first of all, Rod West asked a very good question. How are we defining intimacy? So I think Ricky laid out a pretty good definition for what intimacy is. And so the question is very simple. Why is intimacy so important in a relationship?
I think Ricky said it pretty good. You know what I mean? The thing is intimacy, man. It sets that level of boundary. It sets that level of comfortability. You know what I mean? It's hard for my partner to be vulnerable with me. You know what I'm saying? And not be in an intimate space doing that. You know what I mean? So for honesty, for truth, and also once again, I mean, damn, we all like to be in the bed together. We all love it. So hey, and it's multifaceted, but I think it brings a level of trust to the relationship, um, and it helps y'all grow and get to know each other even more on a deeper level. You know what I mean? Especially because that's a lot of times that's our quote unquote most vulnerable moments, and even in conversation, you know what I mean. Think about you don't really have arguments in or disagreements like that in intimate space. A lot of times you're able to listen better. You're able to I don't know. It just creates a great space to be in, and so it fosters the relationship. It helps the relationship grow. It's so many different. It's so important to the relationship because it's so multifaceted as far as what takes place in that space. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna let Ricky talk. I got so much to say. Go ahead, Ricky.
Hey, Cassandra, she said, I just want to read Cassandra. She said, intimacy to me means closeness. I mean, how much closer can I get with my tongue up your butt? How much closer you want to get?
That's a fact.
If I'm in your guts, how much closer you want to get? I think we pretty goddamn close.
I know. I'm gonna have Ricky. We gonna have to have some talk. We gonna have to have some conversations after we get offline. Off you. But let me tell you. I'm gonna be.
Hold on 1 second. Be free. What's up, brother? You up in here? You need to be studying, motherfucker. I'm gonna be in that ass in a couple weeks. Guarantee that.
It's on.
It's on and pop. I understand what you're saying when it comes to intimacy and stuff, but see, you kind of threw me because Ricky's statement was it was clean and concise. When I'm fucking my husband, I am not trying to be thinking about this is a safe space.
Shout out to the man. Shit.
But intimacy ain't just fucking though.
I asked you to define. No, you did not give me that definition. You said Ricky did it best. And I'm saying Ricky clearly said this is about intimacy, is about being, and then he ended it with saying, I make sure I continue what I do on this side by leading through on this side. I'm just trying to say, when I'm fucking my husband, I'm not thinking about being intimate in that space of being talked. The only talking he trying to get is this good? Did I hit it right?
Never ever.
Are you sideways? Whatever. I don't know what the question is. I don't really talk a lot.
Never ever in the history of niggerdom have I ever heard a female say, "Oh my God, we're being so intimate. Tell me more about my mind. Oh my God, tell me how much you love my hugs. Tell me how you love when I kiss you over with butterfly kisses." Look, hey, let me give you game time, fellas. Look, if your woman letting you hit, she wants you to dominate her, my guy. She wants to be dominated. She letting you hit. That's why it's called she gives you some pussy. Right? You can't take no pussy. She gotta give up herself to you. Right? So again, you should be fucking her every time like it's the last time.
Yes, sir.
Put your imprint on her. Set a standard that no other man can meet.
Yes, sir.
Tell them, Rick, it's reinsurance. That's all
Right.
it is.
Well,
You got
let me
it's
tell
the
you,
reinsurance
my
there
mama
for the point.
said, my
Yeah.
mom and my daddy both said you don't leave nothing for the street. Nothing. That means he
At
shouldn't be
all.
leaving nothing for the street, and I shouldn't be leaving nothing for the street.
At
Because when a
all.
nigga
'Cause-
walk out in the street and a bitch start talking to him, the first thing he'll say is, "My wife crazy. You don't want none of that."
Yep, I did that shit Wednesday.
Cause what you
You don't
won't
want
do,
none
the
of that.
next bitch will, and what you won't do, the next nigga will. And that's a fact.
Absolutely.
Man.
Especially
Absolutely.
if you want to. And I'm gonna say this too.
Exactly. There
I
you
don't,
go,
I don't
Monty.
know.
Say
I
that
don't know
again,
what
bro.
put. I don't know what shit put like shit in perspective to where even niggas, right? If you see a married woman, and this just a dog ass nigga, and you got some dog ass women as well, they want to fuck that marriage up for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like it be something about they want a married man so much more, and niggas be acting like they don't. They stepped up with that line ass shit. Oh man, she married. That nigga be looking at her too, be one that married woman like a motherfucker. For whatever reason it is, I don't know, to just fuck it up. But yeah, what you won't do, the next one will. So that's all it is reinsurance on why the reason you was fucking with her in the first place and the reason why she was fucking with you in the first place. And if you do lose the intimacy, then you ain't got no goddamn relationship. Because that shit is over with.
Man,
She'll
the
go look
base
for that
is, the base
shit.
is dead.
Yeah,
'Cause
she
that's
going to look for it somewhere else, or he going to look for it somewhere else. And shit.
Absolutely. That's why I
I
never
hear niggas
tell
say
my
it all the
husband
time.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
My
Cause
husband can't. There ain't never a time, not never, that my husband say, "Babe, can I?" You ain't even
I
gotta
don't do
ask.
that though. I just
He don't do it. He just walk up and be naked. But my point is,
Exactly.
there is
Yeah.
never a time that I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I got a headache," or "No, I don't." If I got a headache, I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna toot my ass up and be like, "I don't get in there."
toot that thing up. See, and what people don't understand, right? Everything else is fugazi around that. Right? Everything else is just icing on the fucking cake. That's the reason you fucked with her, bro. Because when you saw her, you was like, I want to fuck.
I want to tell them that's the first thing that popped your head. They know I want.
You
to get
didn't
there.
say I want to
Nigga.
get to know her personality
Yeah,
or
right.
she got pretty eyes. You was like, damn, that ass is fat, my guy.
First thing you
That's
looking
it.
at.
Right?
First
That's
thing
the
you looking
that's the nature of us. Everything else is just, and this what I hate, right?
Mhm.
This shit going on nowadays, right? Be a man on your purpose, right? Make sure you do all this shit and the women gonna follow. Well, that's why the fuck you doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
You
Damn
want
near every fucking thing men do is
it's
because
for,
if
so
you
when
if you
you
single, you trying to fucking attract you motherfuckers get cars and have jewelry and all this shit. That's to attract the opposite sex. Just like you see fucking them birds be fluttering around trying to fucking attract same shit.
right,
It's in our nature. It is what it is.
it's the reason why you iron your clothes and you got the rollies with the bezels in it. Your car stay clean. So you when you see that girl, the one you want, you got your tools in order.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's why
Right?
niggas
That's
don't never
what
want to
it's
get caught
about.
slipping.
Right?
Niggas don't want to get caught slipping.
But whatever, man. Y'all keep believing, oh, you know, person that shit come later, bro. That shit comes later.
Mhm.
So this is my question, and I everybody has an opinion on it, but what is your individual opinion on why men cheat and why women cheat?
Men cheat for new pussy. Women cheat because they see a deficiency in you that they saw that other man didn't have.
Yeah,
I said,
I'm actually 100% in agreement with you, Ricky. That's how I feel. Go ahead, Money.
yeah, I said it before. I told you, every man is gonna want some new pussy. It don't matter. I don't give a fuck how long you been in a relationship. If you see some, it's just the nature, right? Now, of course, you don't want the women. You don't want her. That's why I told you, some niggas fuck somebody be like, man, I can't like just fuck this damn girl. But it's just the nature in you, fam. It's like, okay, I'm going back to my woman. You don't want her ass. You just want some new ass, like Ricky said. I think on the woman perspective, right? Shit, curiosity, I don't know. You know, because this nigga fucked me like my man been fucking me. Do he fuck harder? I don't know what the fuck go through a woman here, right? Or why they cheat. But sometimes if she know that a nigga cheated on her, sometimes it's to get back on his ass. You know what I mean? So I can't
No,
really speak from a woman perspective, right? But I can speak from a man perspective.
yeah, I think I'm agreeing with Ricky. Women, in my opinion, cheat more based on emotion on average. These new women, they build different. So, you know, they cheating just because you ain't doing what I need you to do. So I'm just gonna put you on the side and go to the next one. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get the bag, and what I gotta use it right now. So I got a young face, a tight pussy. So I'm trying to get where I need to get before I lose it.
Facts.
Is how I see things. I come from a different breed. I you know, most of the women that I know that did decide to cheat, they were cheating because of that emotional connection that they missed, that were missing in their current relationship. That one person is
I'm not
offering.
gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Right? That's different. Right? What I'm saying is this. So what you saying again? Let me know if I'm wrong. Right? You saying that in that relationship, right? In that particular relationship, that man was lacking something emotionally, or wasn't fulfilling her in a way emotionally, which make her go cheat. Right? Is
Correct.
that what you're saying? Right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because I think that's women saying they need a lot of women. Let's say this. Let's say this. Right? If you're a good woman, and this is how I characterize a good woman, right? You won't sleep if you love your man and you sexually desire him and you respect him really on top of it, the respect, right? The respect. No matter how you feel or no matter which way you went about it, you wouldn't sleep with another man. You would tell him, you know what I'm saying? But you would leave him if you're a woman, right? And you really in your woman. You a grown ass woman. Look, you're not doing what I need to do. I'm moving the fuck on, right? Or do what I need you to do at this point. Otherwise, it's a wrap, right? The same way I think the same way women expect us to tell y'all the truth and give you the option, you should be also giving your man an option. It's no 50-50.
Yeah, but do women really want the truth, Ricky? Because
No, they
in my
don't.
opinion, it's a rare few of us that respects and accepts true honesty in its rawness.
No,
On
you're
average, when a woman says, "I want you to be honest with me," they're not really wanting you to be
right.
honest.
Right. But that's what I'm saying though, right? So with that being said, right, it doesn't have to be she's emotionally attached or even if even if she feels, right, because your feelings are yours. Your feeling can change from day to day, right? So if she feels that she's not getting something emotionally, what she does is because she no longer respects you and she'll see a man, even though it's not proven, but she would feel that man has something that she sees as a deficiency in you and she'll cheat,
Yeah.
right?
I was dealing with one, right? And I know her, man. Don't call me no scumbag ass nigga because me and him ain't cool and shit. But she said just because he a weak ass nigga. Like, that's the truth, right?
Right.
I asked that. She said he a weak ass nigga, but she still with the nigga.
Yeah.
Right?
But she see you as a strong dude. You see what I'm saying? That's a
Exactly.
And
deficiency
not
he
only
has.
that, he probably taking care of her financially, so she don't want to lose them. See, you got times when they you know that person that they with, they don't really love him, they don't really want to be with him, but he's financially stable. A lot of times and he could be a beta ass dude, you know what I'm saying? And they gonna cheat on him, and 9 out of 10 times, even if they fucking told him, he gonna still accept the shit. And you know what I'm saying? So I've seen that shit a lot, you know.
Well,
Anybody else on the panel want to speak?
I guess not, but it's all right. We'll sit there money talking. Dub is just chilling in the side, and Young Blood over here.
Kyle
Kyle he just soaking up all the information. He just soaking up all the information. So
Kyle, and hold on, let me ask Kyle something. Kyle, you had any more questions, bro, you wanted to ask?
He in the bathroom.
Well, while Kyle is doing whatever he's doing, so I'm gonna ask it's hard to ask some of these questions because I be in my brain telling me one thing. When you I don't really need it my way. I talk loud. I'm loud by nature. Um, when you met your mate or someone that you were dating at one point, what was the one thing what is that one thing that you see in a person that set them apart from all the others? Because I mean, you know,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a like Troy was dating 4, 5 women when we were dating. So I
You
mean,
had that roster. You had that roster, coach.
Yeah. I mean, it's real. It's real. And the thing about it though, Rick, I told her about. I told all of them the same. I told all of them. I didn't
Bon
fucking
Quee,
lie.
where you been at?
Yeah.
What's happening? My bad. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I didn't lie. I didn't do none of that shit. Not because I don't. At that point in time in my life, I'm like, I'm not for no bullshit. Just fucking straight up with everybody, and that's how it was.
I was dating too,
Yeah,
and I was just as open and free with him.
yeah,
It was like, hey, this is what it is. Like I wasn't looking for no relationship, and but I did hanging out with you, so let's just see what it do.
yep. That's how it happened. It wasn't
Yeah.
no. It wasn't no making plans and trying to fucking you know be making plans to try to be together. None of that shit. It just evolved, and it got to the point where I just started cutting. I just started cutting motherfuckers off the team. That was it.
So
Yeah,
what was it, Ricky? What was it about?
man. Well, my story a little different, right? But I think it's appropriate for this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girl was friends. I was hitting her girlfriends.
Mm,
Hey,
okay.
I was hitting her girlfriends. We were just cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. We, like I said, when I'm on other podcasts, I'm gonna tell y'all what I say. Right? Back then, my heart couldn't handle what my eyes like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I always went for a type of girl, short, look, thick, something. You know what I'm saying? But all them girls was cuckoo for cocoa puffs, right? So at a point, I had to start thinking, okay, you know what I'm saying? The common denominator is me. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, I'm getting with this chick, and shit ain't falling right. So maybe I should change something about myself, right? Maybe I should start looking at different places. And like I said, me and my wife was cool. We was friends. Um, the way we met was crazy. You know what I'm saying? We was just cool. She was just a good person. And like I said, I don't know what the moment was, but I know we was out somewhere. We was out somewhere, right? And I was talking to one of her girlfriends or whatever and shit, and she was flaking and shit. Because this is my homie, this is my ace, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling her about your girl. Yo, your girl funny as fuck, bro. Ain't nobody got no time for this shit. Blah, 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 right? Well, such and such, woo, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna hook you up with it. I was like, no, you should be hooking me up with you.
uh-oh.
Like, you the real one, you know what I'm saying? Like, you the real one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything I was looking for another chick, she was right there, but she was my homie and shit. So I was like, nah, man, fuck that shit. Fuck this friend shit. I made my intentions known, and after that, like I said, it was full speed ahead. She didn't want it. You know, I don't want to lose my friend. I know. Okay. 25 years later.
Go, bro.
And you still got your friend. That's the thing, though. You ain't lose your friend. You still got him.
Exactly, bro.
Hey,
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
beautiful thing.
So
Money.
it was
What you got on that money?
For as what I see in a woman that's different than the next,
Yeah,
I
like
love
what?
all women. Like with me, shit, to be honest, they choose me. Like shit, I love all
You
women.
so
Like
stinking cute though, money.
yeah, and I don't have a preference, so it's just like you can tell the bullshit right off the bat if you've been dealing with women, right? So you know women, especially if you love women. So you gonna know women. So you know the cool ones from the ones that just lie. I just don't like the ones that's just out there, just want to be seen and shit, like just
right.
too much, that do
Purple
too
hair,
much.
green
Yeah,
hair. And
I
shit.
can't. Yeah, I just can't do that. Just do too much. But for us, that shit, I just love women. So I really don't mind, like the look, the shape, or this. That if you cool, you got a good personality, you carry yourself like a woman. Shit,
You
I'm
clean.
gonna
You
talk to you. You
clean.
clean, yeah. First of all, yes. Most of all, right? Gotta match the fly, right? But
Mhm.
when you approach her or she approach you, you talk to them, you just hit it off. I really can't say like what's different. No, all women are different. Like I said, as long as you ain't out there just loud mouth, it's got to be seen. right? Just for every nigga, you gotta have some type of dignity about your goddamn self. You
Right.
ain't just for every nigga shit. I can rock with you.
What's up, Knockout?
She not for the streets.
What up?
Yeah. I
What's
mean, you
happening?
got some women that is for the streets though, but they know how to hide it. Shit.
Man,
You
the
know what I'm saying?
chameleons, bro. The
Yeah,
chameleons.
they
That's
know
what
how
I
to
call
hide
them.
it, and I ain't got no problem with that. I mean, I ain't got no problem with that at all. As long as you ain't just, just out there and motherfucker can put you on blast or this, that, and the third. You feel me? Because niggas ain't shit neither. You
Man.
know what I mean? Niggas ain't shit. So, shit, if you can handle me and you doing your thing, shit, I'm gonna respect it. You feel me? Because I know I ain't getting fucked over at the end, right? I never put myself in a position where I'm gonna get fucked over. But it's like, yeah, I just love all women, man, to the point to where, if you straight, you know how to handle yourself the way I like for a woman to handle herself, then I'm cool.
Duh.
I
What?
definitely agree. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You know the question. I was
I
just gonna
definitely
repeat it
agree.
for you.
No, it's good. Hey, my thing is as long as you respectable as a woman, you know what I'm saying, you can carry yourself in the right way, then, we can have some outside of just sex, you know what I'm saying? But the problem is for me at least, and now that I'm older now, I'm a dad and all that kind of shit, it's kind of different. But in my younger days, bro, like I would get myself in trouble because, well, I got myself in trouble. I ain't gonna say would, I got myself in trouble just because kind of freely being out there doing my thing. And as far as women go, bro, like I don't know, it ain't nothing really in particular. If it's good, every time when we smashing or whatever, if it's that's cool. But you still gotta be somebody. I always say I could take home. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be somebody I could take home. And when I take you home, you know what I'm saying, you know how to act, you know how to conduct yourself, and you're gonna go along, or you're gonna fit in with the fam, that type of thing. That's for it to be something serious. You know what I mean? But bro, that's the biggest problem now is a lot of times that shit, like you say, it be women for the streets, and hell, niggas be for the streets too, like that. But it just, shit, that's what it's about. So if I feel like if I could take you home, bro, then we can really rock on a different level. But shit, that ain't a lot of people these days.
Knockout, you just jumped on, and I know you got something to say.
Man, shout out to everybody, man. Money, the right side, coach and Miss Coach, and my brother Ricky Williams.
What's
What's
up,
up
my
with
boy?
y'all? Happy Friday to everybody, man. Repeat the question for me. 'Cause I heard them cooking, but I want to make sure I answer the question properly. I came in while everybody was talking and giving their take, but I don't even know what the question was.
The question is, what's the one thing that set Mrs. Knockout apart from the other women you were looking at, dating, seeing, whatever?
Oh shit, man. She was first of all, she fine as hell. All right. She looked way better than all of them. Number one. I ain't gonna lie, cause that's the first thing you notice when you look at somebody you ain't ever talked to them before. But bro, she's so cool. She's so cool. Like for her, it's about the time, bro. Like I think I said this before. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people on here, if not everybody, know about like the love languages. The acts of kindness or spending time, acts of service, and words of affirmation. For her, it's just always about the time. And so with that, it just make her so cool. So she don't care what we doing. Like back when I used to play video games, she be right there. You know what I'm saying? She be chilling while I'm playing video games. If I'm watching football and shit, she don't even really watch football. She only started watching football and shit because of me. She don't like boxing, but shit, if I'm watching boxing, she'll come right here and she chilling watching boxing too. So she was just so cool, bro. She just wanted to be with me, and that made me feel like she the first person that made me just feel like I was enough, bro. Like I ain't got to do all this extra shit. I can be myself.
Man.
The first person that made me just feel comfortable and shit. To be real with y'all, where I ain't gotta do all this extra shit. I ain't gotta put on no front and shit. I could just do what I like to do and be around her and shit. I was good, but shit, first she just fine. Like, bro, I ain't trying to brag or nothing, but she just fine, bro. I don't think y'all understand, bro. Like that's why when some of these dudes up here on YouTube or people get to talking and shit, man, I just kind of smile and shit. Like, bro, you have no idea what my life is like, but keep talking. Cause
Mhm.
my woman wouldn't even look at you, bro. Like this shit different over here. But good luck. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but she just so cool and down to earth, and bro, she beautiful as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I'm gonna let my husband answer.
That's so sweet. You so sweet, Montez.
Y'all so cute. It's
Hey,
disgusting.
I understand, bro.
Well, shout out to
And
y'all, man. Shout out to man. I love Black Love, man. I love when
Me too.
we get our shit together, man. That shit is beautiful to me.
well, my
Love
wife
that
already
shit.
was a Bulls fan. We in front of the TV watching the Saints every fucking Sunday. That's damn. And my wife got a tomboyish nature. I mean, the girl seeing her right there, she beautiful as hell. But the whole fact that she my wife is a
I'm a dude chick.
yeah, my wife is a dude chick, bro. Like for real. I know you be what? Yeah, she a dude chick. She like your
Yeah,
fucking homie. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
exactly. She ain't that
She,
one of them square
she
motherfuckers
down
all the
like
way
fucking
down.
she
That's what I
down
love about the
like
twins.
full flat tires. You understand what I'm saying? She down, bro. Like if I say
Coach,
left, she
I
say go.
feel you, bro. I feel
Right?
like I'm talking about we done threw axes and shit. We
You
done went
know, you know
fucking
what it's like,
paintball
coach?
and man,
It's like
we do every
it's like a
goddamn thing,
daughter.
bro.
It's like a
I
daughter that
feel
was
you.
raised by a father, coach. You know what I'm saying?
Man, bro.
It's like a daughter
Look,
that was raised by a father. I mean, fixed. Not
that's
saying
your
this,
cheat
but like
code, man.
fixed on cars and love football, but still carry herself in that womanly fashion. But you know
Right.
for a fact, you ain't finna get shit over on her. So don't even try to come through and try. Cause you already know she go catch your ass in that stupid ass lie. So you might as well be upfront. You know what I mean? So it's like it's that type of woman. I think that's what the fuck I'm gonna need. Shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you though, when I'm gonna tell you how our boys get like his boys, which is our middle two, and then mine is the oldest and the youngest. I mean,
No.
his boys are the youngest two, mine are the two oldest, right? So my boys know me. They know me well enough to know I admire beauty all the way around. It don't matter who it is or what it is. If it's pretty, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, right? So we was in Walmart one day and we were walking, and this lady walked past me, and my husband was behind me, and I went and I said, "Babe, you see that ass on her?" And my husband said, "I don't know, babe. I don't think she got you beat." I said, "Nah, babe, she got me beat. That ass is all that." And we were telling the boys, and the boys like, "Oh my God, she did that, and you coming? Fucking right."
Yeah, nigga, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Just cause y'all can't say that kind of shit around y'all fucking little girlfriends and shit. Man, y'all some pussy ass niggas, man. You know how I talk to them niggas. Man, y'all
No,
niggas, they
let me tell
fucking
you, we
girlfriends
went.
be so insecure and shit. You know what I'm saying? You like,
So my sister had one of them type of niggas, right? So we went to the fight here and shit. My homeboy Samir, he just got signed to the real Rick Ross. I'm gonna bring him on the show so y'all can meet him and shit. So he gave me front row tickets to his fight and shit. So my sister was gonna take him to the show because she had the little van. She like boxing too, so she brought her boyfriend and shit. So he cool, square ass nigga, right? So I'm talking to the ring girls and shit, right? So we go out there. I'm like, damn, bro, see the ring girls, they fine in the motherfucker, ain't they? Oh man, I got my woman, bro. Like he looking at me, I'm like, man, sit your square corny ass down somewhere. Like I finna go back and snitch on you or some shit. This nigga didn't even want to take the picture for me and shit. I'm like, oh man. My sister came and took the picture for me. I'm like, this nigga so corny and lame. I'll never ever hang with a nigga like this. That nigga think I finna snitch on
And
him or
ain't
some
nothing
shit.
wrong with window shopping. I got a football husband. I'll be watching TV. I be saying, "Babe, look at my football husband on TV." I have
Oh
a
yeah,
real
we know who
I have
your
a real
football
love
husband
affair.
is.
she she
Yeah.
she love Cam
I
Jordan.
love me some
Cameron
Cam
Jordan.
Jordan.
Cameron Jordan. I remember you said that, coach.
Yes, I love me some Cam. He is just a good guy. His wife, his kids, they're amazing people. But yeah,
Better
on
sit his
TV,
muscle bound head ass down somewhere.
yeah. So, okay, so let me tell you what made Troy like the person that I wanted to be with is Troy made me feel important. That no matter what, he would listen to my concerns, let me know he heard my concerns, and then we would work together. So when I make those mentions of a husband leading his wife to be better so that they can be better together, Troy does that for me. He doesn't try to tell me what to do. He doesn't, that kind of stuff. I move how I move. The difference is we move together the same way. And when I feel like I can't take in that next step or move forward, I know he's going to pick me up and carry me a little bit. And he knows the same for him. I got him all day and twice on Thursday. So, you know, it was the fact that he just made me feel like I had a head to my house and a strong foundation that I can walk on without feeling unstable.
Facts. Made you feel safe, comfortable. Yep. Mm-hmm. But hey, ladies, low key, you know what I'm saying? They dudes giving y'all the cheat code, man. You be their friend, bro. Ride out. You know what I'm saying? Everything else will work itself out if they like you for real, for real.
Right. And don't be fucking for the streets. and fucking, man, like I said, bro, we see grown, like you could tell when you see grown ass women, like we talked about this last week, fucking dressing all fucked up and crazy, bro. Like, now this bitch here is really out here just for, she out for one thing. You know what I'm saying? It's how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? My wife dressed sexy, but she don't dress with all of that, every fucking thing showing and all that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
But to me, when girls still do that when they got a man, they still hunting.
Right. That's how I see it too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't take your man to tell you what's risque. You know, you got girlfriends. Like, girls are, y'all know y'all girlfriend got some bullshit on and won't tell and shit. That shit crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's about, that's what they do it. You know what I'm saying? And again, what I like to say, the game's the same, but right now people just disrespect the game to no end. You know what I mean? The game is defined. And ladies, it's not if a man gonna fuck you. Any man will fuck you.
Yeah.
Right? It's
that is not the question.
Right? It's if you're worth him taking care of you to fuck you.
Right.
Are you worth it? A lot of y'all ain't. And then y'all wonder why y'all single and y'all want to blame men and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, and this is what ladies don't understand. The one superpower y'all really got, bro, y'all throw that shit away like it ain't nothing in a
give it like it's candy, like you get penny candy too. They give it away like it's penny candy. Anybody can get it. You get some.
Right? And then want to come back to men and say it's under the skies of sexual liberation and women empowerment. That's bullshit.
Now, I don't like double standards though, Ricky. I'm gonna be honest. As a woman,
double standards exist.
I don't like double standards where it's all right for a man to be fucking 1,000 women and it's cool on his side. As long as you talking equal, we good.
Life's not equal. It's just what it is. The simple fact of it, you got one or two choices. You're gonna need to deal with it or you're not. Right? Again, it's all about the man you choose, and the man, again, if he cares enough to you to change. Right? Hope, like, this is what I don't get about y'all, right? It's funny how ladies, right? It's the story, Monty. Tell me if I'm wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was with me for 5 years. Right? You finally at your wit's end, you bounce out. He get a new chick and he married in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why he didn't do all that for me? I built him up. You know why? Because you wasn't worth it.
Because what you did was, in those situations, though, what happens is women don't realize, and I'm a firm believer in it. I'm not giving my husband, I'm not going to be with my husband and give him all of the wifiness before I have established we on the same page. Like, I feel like women that do that for men, they've gotten all of the signs that they need that he is really not trying to be with you forever. And what's up, Gina? and instead of taking those signs, they feel like if I give him everything and I pay for him to go to school and I get him his own business and I help him develop and I do all of this, he will stay with me. He never was going to stay with you, but he ain't about to turn down all this freebies you give it either.
See, but that's the misunderstanding of the game, right? Again, I'm not saying you should help a man out, but a man, when you meet him, should have his fucking basics together, right? You don't move into a woman's house, you move her into yours. Let me say that again. You don't move into a woman's house, you move her into yours.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Rick. I had one shit that had a $300,000 house, and I was damn sure moving in that motherfucker. So I get what you're saying. Shit, I was sitting over this motherfucker. I went over that motherfucker.
You told me
That
about that.
motherfucker. Shit, that motherfucker was big dog status. Shit, I was out that motherfucker, but that was gonna be my house. Shit, it was gonna be mine. Goddamn it. Shit.
So Ricky,
I'm just
you
keeping it
talking
real.
man shit, right? So let me tell you how I look at that shit, right?
Mhm.
When I met my husband had his own apartment and I had my own home.
Mhm.
And I made a conscious decision after a year and a half to physically remove myself from my home and move in with my husband.
Mhm.
Now, but before I did that, there was a clear understanding made. I'm going to move in here temporarily, but we are moving into our home that we build together, because if it's a crazy bitch come knocking on this door, they're going to get a whole new introduction.
Yeah, it's
Because
all
I
about
know
understanding.
some of his exes, they so freely came to the door. And I wasn't about to stand for that, because ain't no nigga come and knock on my door.
Mhm.
And so
I mean,
I did have those establishments, but when I speak about it, taking out the actual physicalities of it, right?
Mhm.
And my husband tends to lean more spiritual and all of that. I simply, as long as my husband has shown that he is worthy of me trusting his lead, I don't care where I'm staying.
and that's what it's all about. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't want to complicate the situation, right? And I think I'm going about it the wrong way. And if I'm being honest, talking about it, yo, man, he's showing you the characteristics and the proof that you're able to trust him.
Right.
That's what I'm telling ladies, y'all. Everybody want to talk about red flags, right? But then complain about the results they're getting, right? A person can only fake, like Coach said, your representative. You can only fake the shit for so long, right? See, that's what ladies fuck up at, because they be so hot. They like, y'all got to understand, ladies. We ain't out here graping y'all, right? But what y'all don't understand is that, just like what we talked about before, about me putting an imprint on you, about me demonstrating my dominance. Once I hit and I hit you right, y'all logic go all out the window. Those red flags become green flags. The sky outside that's blue is purple now with red hearts, yellow diamonds, and green clovers and shit. Right? So then when you look up and that man who, again, once the imprint already been established, and you love him because he made your spot tingle, right? And then you down here 5-6 years down the line after you didn't finance his car and he didn't crash it and shit and took your took your tax money and said he gonna flip it, and you never get your money back and shit, and the lights been off, and now the cable in your baby's name because he didn't burnt up the rent money, shit like that, right? And then y'all want to say he wouldn't let me go. No, you didn't let yourself go.
Well, and those are the same women that would lean into that. So they tend to push the narrative of these, sad ass niggas, these don't want to do nothing type of niggas, these, that kind of narrative. I don't agree with that narrative, because I think, as adults, we should learn that in every relationship, there is some type of lesson that you should be taking from it. But you have to first understand that a relationship is a ship of two. There's two ships joining as one. And so that means that the issues within the relationship has some responsibility on both parties. And so with every ending relationship, you have got to analyze, what was my responsibility within that relationship that I failed or lacked, that I can and I know you don't have to agree with it, but every relationship has a two-party responsibility. There's accountability on some. Some may weigh heavier than others, but there is always something between both people, and you just have to realize that, because that's when you come up with that, well, I'm the common denominator type of thing. These things keep happening. Well, maybe your choosing is wrong. Maybe you need to stop going from one relationship to the next relationship. Take some time to sit down and really self-actualize to understand, what is it that I really want in a relationship or out of a relationship, and what am I willing to give? Because you got to match energy.
Motherfuckers don't have standards. If your standards is low and you keep fucking getting low motherfuckers, and then you want to say all men fucked up. Nah, bitch, your standards is low.
Or you trying to reach high because you want high quality, but you only putting out low quality.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you see, I saw a video the other day. That shit was cool as fuck. This girl talking about, the guy was like, "You gonna cook something? This. No, I'm gonna do this. You know, this needs to be clean. This and that." And she was like, "I don't see no ring on my finger." He said, "Let me ask you a question. Am I going to fucking work? Do I take care of this house? Do I pay for this house? Do I do this and that?" "Yes." "You don't have a ring on it, this and this and that." Well, he goes, why you want to marry me? Because you're a good man and you take care of everything. So you want me to have fucking husbandly duties, which means take care of everything, but I can't get you to do wifely things, like clean the fucking, clean the kitchen or wash the clothes and this and this. When I'm already showing you being a husband. I'm already showing you I'm a husband. I'm out there getting it. But you want to sit here until I put a ring on your finger, then you're going to start doing that? Nah, bitch. Nah, it don't work that way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, a man's marriage is already, a man will know from the day he meets that woman whether or not he wants to
marry you. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And so if he is taking those steps and showing you, it doesn't matter that you don't have this on your hand yet. Everything he's shown you, every action that he has taken tells you that I am building a life for us. And when we are so blinded that we want the $1,000 ring, we want the house, the car, we want all of this, that we've lost sight of what he is showing you he's producing. He is already showing you what he's bringing to the table, and he's showing you the path in which he is trying to take us, not just him. And you close your eyes to it because your girlfriend is talking in this ear. Bitch, he ain't put a ring on your finger already. Y'all been together 2 years. He ain't told y'all ain't, he all the time. You got all of this right here. Tell that bitch shut up, because she ain't got a man either. Single girls keep girls single. Thank you.
You should never take advice from a single woman when it comes to dating. Ladies, don't do it. You shooting yourself in the foot. Plaxico bursts like a motherfucker, bro. Don't do it.
Hey man, let me ask y'all this though. So
yeah, he shot himself in the leg, Rick, with his corny ass.
Are men and women, are they equal? Are they equal? That's the question. It's a two-part question, but that's the first part. Are men and women equal?
No.
Money knockout?
No.
Hell no. A woman, my wife is better at me in some shit. I'm better than her at some shit, but we ain't equal. You got certain strengths that you bring. Now, men and women deserve the same amount of respect.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like she deserve respect just like you deserve respect. She deserve to be honored just like you deserve to be honored. But ain't no 50-50. Like when it come to like getting money and being determined and all that shit, like I'm cold with that shit. But budgeting the household and keeping track of the bills, man, I fucking suck, bro. She
Mhm.
way better at that shit than me. So I don't fucking do shit that I'm bad at, bro. I let her do it because she better at it. So 50 like that whole equal shit, equal mean the same. Like that shit when we talking boxing and we talk 50-50 splits and all, equal means the same. It means 2 and 2 are the same number. Me and my wife are not the same person, bro. We are not equal. She got totally different likes and shit that she into. I got totally different likes and shit that I'm into, but we come together and we allow each other to be ourselves, and we both deserve the same amount of respect. I think people get that shit twisted when they use that word equal. Words matter, and the meaning of words matter. And so
Knockout. Wait a
I
minute.
ain't
Wait.
bro.
Knockout. Let me tell you.
We're
Yeah.
Before
we're
anybody else,
individuals.
knockout.
We're
Knockout.
individuals,
Wait,
but
wait.
we come together.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Knockout. I love that you talking to me. I appreciate you. I just want you
You
to know that. I
welcome,
appreciate
honey.
But I really want Knockout. I want you to know that you just made my whole life right now. Because I tell my husband on the regular, words matter. He will say something, I'll be like, but that's not what you mean. And he'll say something else. I say, what you should have said was this. He said, well, you knew what I was talking about. No, words matter. How you use those words matter. I use that so much. I'm so glad you said that. I just want you to know. I'm so excited.
And now, so we agree. Now we agree that men and women aren't equal, right?
Correct.
There should be a different responsibility as far as the household goes. You know what I'm saying, for the man than it should be for the woman. Correct?
Correct.
Oh,
Hell no, bro.
Correct.
Hell no. Like whatever need
Correct.
to be done, bro. Look, bro. Like I don't like doing laundry and shit, bro. I don't. But if she got something going on, let's say she don't feel good or she gone or some shit, bro, clothes need to be washed, bro.
Understood.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, so nah, like I share every fucking thing. Like I don't give a damn, bro. Like I came into to marriage in my 20s with that idea, like, yo, I'm gonna go hunt, I'm gonna go get this money, I'm gonna get this bread, you gonna be in here, you gonna cook, you gonna clean, and when I come home, I need a goddamn plate. Like I came into that shit.
And that didn't work for me.
I had to correct that shit real motherfucking real fast.
Yes,
and
he
shit.
did.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it just I just believe you share everything, bro. It just depends on who up and who down that day. So I had COVID for like 2 weeks. Shit that I normally do, she had to fucking do the shit. If I had that attitude or she had that attitude, then the shit that I normally do wouldn't get done. But she ain't like, nah, I'm a woman, I don't do that shit.
And was happy to do it.
The shit still
Did
get
not
done,
matter
bro. But
at all. Was happy to do every bit of it without complaining because that's my man and I love
that's
him.
right.
so,
But
so I disagree
go
with
ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
I disagree with that. I don't think, because when you start splitting duties and shit, like what if somebody feel belittled by a certain duty or feel like, damn, you got me doing this shit because you think it's beneath you. Like for instance, I don't know nobody that won't clean the goddamn bathroom, bro. That shit nasty. People use the bathroom in there. There's hair all over that motherfucker. Like, don't nobody want to clean the bathroom. So if you a man and your woman go clean that bathroom every goddamn time and you don't never pitch in and you don't never clean that motherfucker, she might feel belittled by that shit. Like, damn, like, you think I like doing this shit?
And Miss Coach, check this out. Chat, check this out. I straight up told Knockout, I was like, I cleaned this bathroom for the first 10 years. You about to bring your 10 years too, so we could be equal. I'm not touching this bathroom anymore. I don't want a shitty job just like nobody else wants the shitty job. But you know what? It have to be done. So let's not complain. If I did my first 10 years without you touching the bathroom, guess what? Now it's your turn. I need reciprocation up in here.
Yeah.
Like
That,
you know,
that part. That part. Go ahead, Dub. I really want to know what you really meant by that before, because everybody kind of jumped in before you ain't even finished. So we're gonna let you finish.
Yeah. Again, shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Knockout. You know what I'm saying? It's all about understanding and what you can do. Again, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go into what I'm gonna say. Right? It don't matter what it looked like to nobody else. What worked for y'all, worked for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But in my house, right, I afford my wife a certain comfort. Right? That means I'm busting my ass. I'm hustling here. I'm hustling there. It don't matter. I ain't got to tell y'all what I do. I do it. You know what I'm saying? Long nights, long days. right? So my wife can move and stay in a certain space in femininity. So with that being said, there's certain things I expect. I ain't saying she got to do them 24/7, 365. That's bullshit, right? Everybody need a break. Everybody need help. If she's somewhere, like, for example, if she go down to visit her father in Wisconsin and I don't feel like going, she goes down there. I cook, I clean, that's no problem. But I'm saying as far as the roles in the house, roles are established. Now, will I pitch in on the stuff that she does? Yep. But my wife don't ever take out the trash. She don't ever mow the lawn. She don't never go get their car fixed. She don't never pay a mortgage. She don't never pay a light bill. She don't never pay insurance. She don't pay a water bill. She doesn't pay a cable bill. So I expect my wife to cook for me. I expect her. She does laundry. She does laundry because I can't stand. I got trauma from when I was little for laundry. I don't know why, right? But I hate laundry. You know what I'm saying? I hate doing laundry.
That's what it is.
Man, I'm scared of the washers, man. I'm scared of the front loaders, man. But
Ricky, that's a more traditional life.
Let me get my question.
I want you to get to your question, Dub. Just give me a second. I get what you're saying. In that situation, I would agree because that's kind of the relationship that Troy and I sometimes had. So if your wife has the affordability to be home and do those things and you're providing for everything else, cooking and cleaning the house isn't okay because that's the position she's playing currently.
And that's all I'm saying, right? Again, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't knock nobody's relationship. Shout out to Knockout them. They got a play. Hey, y'all, it's black love. They working. It's working for y'all. Hey, I ain't tripping on that. I'm just saying what works in my house. And it might not work in your house. I'm saying what works in mine.
No, I mean, if I was at home doing nothing, I would be cooking and cleaning too, because that's the expectation. Like when Troy is not at work and I've been at work all day, when I come home, Troy ensures that I have a hot meal when I come home. And when Troy is working and I'm at home, I ensure that he has a hot meal when he comes home. Like it is a vice versa. Duh. Ask your goddamn question. Be quick with it. And when people jump in, just be like, "Stop! I ain't finished." Come on.
No, I love y'all opinion, man. I love y'all opinion. My thing is kind of going with what Ricky said. We will say that men and women that they're not equal. We will all agree on that, and then say that it has to be equal shares of tasks. It doesn't work that way. And so, if, like Ricky said, and there should be roles in the household. Of course, if you're down and I'm up at that time, I'm going to do my best to pull you up and fulfill the roles that you have going on. But at the same time, there should be a certain, we should have certain standards and roles as far as the household goes. If I'm going out every day and I'm working and killing myself, you know what I'm saying, to make sure I'm bringing the money home, to make sure the mortgage is paid, the light bill is paid, the rent is whatever, making sure all of it's paid, then it has to be some type of balance there. So even though we're not equal, the relationship has to be balanced and 50-50, regardless of how we define 50-50, and that goes between you and your partner. What are y'all thoughts on?
I'm saying 50-50. I'm about that. I'm me and Mrs. Knockout on the same page on this. It is not 50-50. I'm gonna bring 100% of myself. He gonna bring 100% of himself. It is 100-100. However that balance happens, it is not 50-50. I'm not bringing half of who I am in this relationship. I'm bringing all of me.
I agree with that.
And not only that, the thing about it is
I would do the white side too.
It's like Ricky said, everybody household's not the same. It's whatever fits what works for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Whatever fit that works for y'all. That's how it is. If your marriage has been successful and everything is working out, I don't give a fuck who cook, who clean, I don't care. If it's getting done and you don't live in a nasty house, by the way, if I ever come to any one of you niggas' houses and y'all shit nasty, I'm gonna fucking tell you. See, bro? You're a nasty motherfucker. But anyway, my whole thing is, I should say get closer to the mic. My whole thing is everybody's households don't run the same. Everybody You know, it ain't like the traditional shit. Back in the day when motherfucker, the man used to fucking be the breadwinner, and he come home, his dinner's ready, and you know, he the one that cuts the yard, he does this and all of this shit. Well, it's a different time now. It's a different time. Women got fucking jobs too. You know what I'm saying? Especially fucking everything
Shit,
high giraffe pussy. So you know what I'm saying?
some
Everything
women
high
the
giraffe
breadwinner.
pussy. Right.
Shit.
You know?
And that just Batman said that. Batman said I do well, but she's the breadwinner in my
817.
I mean 817. Sorry. I always get messed up with your stupid
Same
thing.
thing. Same
Hey,
thing.
still
Batman.
that from Batman.
I just mean the title. It messes with my head because I keep wanting to say I keep wanting to talk
I
about
had
him.
to get used to it too, sis. I had to get used to it too.
So I do well, but she's the breadwinner in my house, first time in my life. And for a minute, I felt emasculated, but it was my foolish pride.
Get
That
rid
is
of
a
that ego.
a very true statement
That
in
ego.
a lot of lives. But even if I'm making more money than my husband, he's still the head of my house. And I show him that respect of being the head of my house, because marriage is beyond who is bringing home more money, because in the end, it's all going to the same pool.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just because I make more money than my wife, it's not like she's still not my neck. It's not like I still don't take her advice. You see,
Exactly.
right?
I look
It's
at it like this, Rick. If like you say, whomever home it is, like you say, Rick, who moving to the home, right?
Mm.
If the man don't move into that home, that woman gonna make sure all them bills paid. If the woman don't move into that man home, he gonna make sure all his bill paid. I look at it as if you move into a woman home and she the breadwinner, right? It's on you to take up some of the responsibility, right?
Mhm.
Not all, right? You should take up some of the responsibility. That means, okay, so if she paying the rent, and then okay, I'll take a couple bills. But if she going out and you at home, that means you go keep the bitch clean, da, and vice versa. If she come to your shit and you know you paying the rent and doing all this, the mortgage, whatever it is, then she getting some paper. She can take up a couple bills. Then if you at work while she there, she should make sure the house clean. So I feel like that's how it should go. It shouldn't be no, oh, listen, you know, this bill is on you and this bill is on you. And what, you gonna let the motherfucker sit there, and if she don't pay it, you gonna let the lights get cut off around the motherfucker? You know, so I just look at it as if y'all should know the balance, and it shouldn't be no like the queen said, oh well, you make more or I make more. Nah, man, look, pay the shit, get it over with, keep the motherfucker house going, and you know what I mean, make up and motherfucking love or clean it up around that motherfucker, however you gotta do. You know,
But but that's exactly what I'm saying though. So even though, and when I broke it down, yeah, I did say I'm paying the bills, but at the end of the day, not saying anybody, whatever, there should be roles in the household that each individual understands. This should be my role as far as this piece goes. If we're bringing in the same amount of money, we splitting it, or however we doing the bills, you know what I'm saying? Then I need to make sure I'm taking up my extra, or I'm doing extra inside the household. Whether like I said, cleaning the bathrooms, whether it's whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? As long as the shit is getting done, but we still should have our roles as far as what we're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The man
I
should be in control of the
feel-
household though. That's for
I
damn
feel
sure.
what you're saying, bro. The thing is, the way I look at it, bro, like when you start like assigning roles, or this is your duty and this is my duty, or you do this, I do that shit, it just come off like transactional to me and shit. And I don't never want my shit to be transactional. I like for like, hey, I'm fortunate enough to work from home right now. So
Mhm.
I can fucking do more. Like I don't have to go nowhere.
Right,
I
Drake.
get up, you know what I'm saying? I get up, I'm on my computer, I'm doing my office work. So I don't mind doing the shit. I ain't doing nothing anyway. Shit, I'm working from home. But just for me, and I hope everybody shit work for them. Everybody stay married forever. None but happiness and peace to everybody, bro, out there that's doing it differently. But just for me and mine, bro, like
We don't do gender roles.
I just it just kind of like I don't the assigning duties and hey, this is your role and this is my role and this is what I do. Like I happen to be the breadwinner because that's just our life. You know what I'm saying? I happen to be the one that's bringing all the money and shit, but that don't mean that I don't do other shit too. Like it's just that just kind of it is what it is with me, bro. Like
And I
Yeah.
love every bit of it, and I
It ain't no
appreciate
offense.
my man for doing it.
Right. It's
But we
not.
just don't
It's
do
not
gender
no,
roles over here.
yeah, it's not no offense. You know what I mean? Again, like I said, whatever work for y'all, man. Whatever y'all got to do to survive it. You know what I'm saying? And not survival in a bad way. I'm talking about, to get past the times and the obstacles that presented to you as a couple in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what worked for me. And no matter what, it's all about both of y'all being responsible within the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Responsible for each other. So that's all it is.
Yeah, but
People just-
I think you're being misunderstood, Ricky, honestly, because I don't think you're necessarily setting a gender role in your home. You're just saying, I mean, I would hope that if you saw dishes dirty in the kitchen
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
your wife, you're gonna wash the dishes. So I think it's more about I'm taking care of everything, so you don't have to. So you would have so you are afforded the luxury of the raise our
Exactly.
kids and do whatever it is that really melds your heart to move into whatever
Correct.
position it is. And so my only expectation for doing that is that the home is taken care of because I'm doing everything else. I don't see a problem with that, and I don't necessarily look at that as gender role because I think that's exactly kind of what Knockout and his wife are doing. It's just that there's no labels on it.
Right,
And
right.
your
Exactly.
home,
Exactly. That's what,
it's already, it's just defined more traditionally if you're looking at it from through a focused glass. But I think when listening to you, it just so happened to fall that way. But if the table's turned and you're the one that has to be at home for whatever reason, and your wife was doing what you were doing, the expectation is you're not going to expect your wife to be doing what she's doing and come home and clean and cook. You know what I'm saying?
Negative, right? But and like I said, I look at it like this. I don't want to leave, and don't take this the wrong way, guys. I don't want to leave any room for any excuses. You know what I'm saying? I honestly believe in my 49 years of life, the one thing I learned the one thing I learned that I honestly believe in is just do right. Right? Just do right. Right. So then when the stuff come up, and it's gonna come up, ain't nobody in a relationship and ain't had no friction with their girl. That's bullshit. Right. But if it come up and you had those bad months, right, I eliminate excuses. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do and everything you asked from me. What's the problem? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Because a lot of times, unfortunately, ladies, it's not about really what's happening. It's about what y'all feel is happening. Right. And your feelings aren't reality. So that's why I make reality the best I can. So when the argument come up or something comes awry, I got all my cards on the table. I'm doing right by you. I'm doing everything you asking me to do. What's wrong with you? Where you at?
Hey, I got you. And I done told her before, I feel this. Well, your feeling's wrong. Just because you feel something don't make it right. Just because you feel something don't make it right. And for men too. Just because you feel a certain way don't make that shit right. That you're wrong. Your fucking feelings are wrong right now. So you need to look and see what the fuck wrong with your feelings, because your feelings is not right now.
And that's been a situation where I was doing something and Troy's like, I just feel like you're not appreciative or things like that. And I'd be like, how do you figure that I know the word he used, that I'm being what's the word? Not taking advantage, being taken for granted. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I feel like you're taking me for granted. I was like, how do you figure? Right. And so we go through the conversation, and in talking to and having him just kind of explain the situation, and me being someone that I'm not trying to interject. I'm listening to what he is saying. And then once he finished everything, the first thing out of my mouth is, you done? Because when I start talking, I don't want you to interrupt. And he was like, yeah, I'm done. And then I say, the only thing I said, I am not her. Period. I am not that. So whatever your feeling is, it has nothing to do with me. Take a moment and reflect and look at what I have done and what I am doing, and then compare it to why you're feeling the way that you're feeling before you come at me. And he has had to do that to me as well. Like, you're gonna have to take a step back, take a moment, because that ain't what's going on here. You have to take, this is whatever is going on, it's you. It's not me. And I'm not going to let you put it on me. But you have to really be a strong couple to take that.
You gotta be willing. You gotta be willing to do that if you really want to be in this relationship and love somebody.
That's agreed.
I think the thing is right now, and I would say with every couple that I'm talking to right now, when we use the word gender roles, it puts a certain connotation on things. All I'm saying is that I agree with 817. You know what I'm saying? If my lady she the one bringing it in, then I need to make sure I'm chipping in. There are going to be certain roles that I have. Certain things are going to be my responsibility versus it being their responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm agreeing with y'all. I think the word gender fucks it all up, to be quite honest.
But I feel like this, man. I
Lotto.
feel like that shit go without saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like if
This was
you're really in a relationship and you fucking with somebody, really fucking with that person, like this shit go without saying. It's just, to me, it's just like common sense. You know, if you land up in a motherfucking house dirty and your woman at work or your man at work, you know you need to get the fuck up and clean up. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, like Coach say, otherwise you just a dirty, trifling motherfucker, right? Ain't no way somebody should have to go work. And not saying you ain't got a job. You could have had a job, but if you get home first, it don't matter how tired you is. If something is fucked up and you there first, you should clean this shit up. You know what I mean? Not, I'm gonna leave it for her, or I'm gonna leave it for him, or I've been doing this for this goddamn long. I'm tired, so nah, clean this shit up. Otherwise, you just a filthy motherfucker yourself. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I feel like that shit is just common sense. That go without saying. You know what I mean? And the other part, just a pride thing with certain Negroes out here, right? Certain Negroes. That's and that goes back to where I say, what people let society tell you what a relationship or what marriage is supposed to be, instead of what Ricky said, making your relationship or your marriage what the fuck you want it to be inside y'all household, and how y'all go about, you know what I'm saying, y'all daily life, and what y'all doing to stay together that makes y'all happy. A lot of people like to make other people happy, like to be seen. Oh, well, let's go out so they can see us together. Or let's dress it like and all this shit to make it like it's a happy home. When y'all miserable as fuck, and know y'all motherfucking one argument away from breaking the fuck up, you know. So it's just searching. Just to me, it's just common sense.
Yeah, I agree with that. I kind of lean on, I don't know. I'm just like, I think I got too much guy in me sometimes.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Too much logic, huh? You got more logic than most. You got, never mind. I ain't gonna say that.
I mean, I do. Like, I think, like, I really have, a lot of times I agree more with men in their in a man's mentality, maybe because I'm more of an analytical thinker than women. But like, when I say certain things, when I'm asking my husband to be brutally honest with me, I want him. Shut up, bro.
You ain't gotta ask. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be brutal honest like a motherfucker. You ain't gotta ask. That's who I am, and you know it. Y'all hit the like button, and who not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the like button. Go ahead.
I think I am.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But I hate you. But I think that's like sometimes when we're looking at relationships, right? I think that we've missed the boat in most relationships. No matter how you look at it, whether you want to be in a traditional gender role type of relationship, if you want to just erase the labels of what is taken care of in the household and however that looks, in the end, and I'm going to say it this way, but I don't necessarily mean it the way that it's going to come out. But there is a master and a servant in a relationship, no matter how you look at it, whether it's your relationship with God, whether it's your relationship with your husband and wife, whether it's a relationship with your parents. There is somebody leading the way, and there is somebody that's following. Whether it's me leading and he's following, or vice versa. There is always servitude in this, especially in this relationship. If not, my mom, I have to agree with Monica. My mother taught me that you serve your husband first, then your children, and then you. That's just how it worked in my house. And even to this day, if my husband, when I get home, my husband cooks for me, and he will serve me when I get home and I sit down. And if I cook, I'm gonna serve him first before I sit down. Even when our grown children come to the house, I serve my husband first. I serve them, and then I sit down and I eat. I just don't know any other way to be. And so I think in today's society, a lot of these girls, I don't need a man, and it'd be like, I'm confused because you ain't fucking yourself. So
Yeah, a lot of them are.
some of them are. Some of them are. Some of them get that rose, but they ain't really. They missing something. I don't care what they say.
A lot of them fucking their girlfriends. That's why.
I can't. Ricky, you better come back next week. I swear.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? The game is real. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. People play too damn much. Stop playing with people's feelings. Stop playing with people's time. Stop playing with people's emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Omega Red is retarded. I swear to God. Look what this nigga say. I serve the cows first, then the goats, then the truck, then everyone else.
That boy out on the farm.
He been wilding. He been wilding the whole. He been wilding the whole time, bro.
I can't even read him in the chat. I gotta ignore Omega Red the entire time.
817 said nigga got the big John Coffee head. Yeah, nigga break nickels with his thumb.
I can't.
Hey, Monica, I know what be going on. I peep everything. Monica said, hey, it ain't real. I'm just honest, man. Like, I'm just what I am. Like you're trying to tell people. Well, them days are lying behind me. It kind of is what it is.
I feel you. I'm older than you, Ricky, so I know, bro. I'm older than you. I'll be 53 this year, partner. Shit. Oh, yes. I don't play that. I don't play no games. Listen.
Yeah, I'll be 56 in December.
I'm brutal.
Whatever, nigga.
you think I'm fucking brutal. Bro, my mom is fucking brutal.
Oh my God, his mom is so sweet, and then she is so mean, all at the same time.
And don't raise up voice.
Sound like my mama.
Brutal, partner.
My mother-in-law hit the gut. Let me tell you. Let me give you, for instance, of how rude she is, and she don't miss a beat in it.
And she gonna take where's the truth.
His brother had bought this shirt, and the shirt didn't fit. And he was like, oh man, I thought it fit. I lost weight. And she said, where?
Hey,
where you lost weight? You ain't lose no weight. And I was like, damn, Mom. And the first thing come out of my mouth is, well, it's the truth. I was like,
them old people, they'll say everything on their mind, bro. Everything.
But my mom been like that my whole life.
Yeah.
She gonna fucking be brutally honest with you. And don't talk about, my mom was a RN inside a hospital. In the hospital. She worked in the operating room. Man, when you get a fucking cut or scrape, ain't no bedside man. She gonna be fucking cleaning that motherfucker. God damn.
Roughing you up.
Gotta be done. Gotta be done. That's it. Gotta be done.
Oh my God.
None of this.
That was big, Mom.
All right, so let me ask you this question, because we've been on all kinds of stuff. I really want to know this question. Anybody in the chat, holla at it. But here's the thing. Here's my question. Ready? What was your first sexual experience?
Oh.
Like, where was it? What was it? What did we do? Why you can't talk about it, child?
I ain't talking about this one. I'm good.
I
remember my first time like it was yesterday.
Man,
so
we don't want to talk about that.
Why don't we want to talk about that?
I started too young.
You started too young.
Wait.
How young were you?
Too young.
What's too young? No, I'm interested.
Well, we'll talk about that.
All right, here we go.
That
See, you can't even ask the right question.
Yeah, that one.
Go ahead, Dub. Ask your question since my husband being a rude.
I thought I was going to answer your question.
Go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead.
You got a question, Ricky?
No, I thought I was going to answer the question that you said.
That's what I wanted, but he asked like a little rude poo.
Y'all go ahead and answer the question. All right.
Oh man, the first time I was 13 years old, it was a girl named Arisha. She was my boy Rob called herself liking her, but I scooped in and scooped her. You know what I'm saying? And me being a young buck in the game, I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was going on, but she was older than me. I think I was 13, she was 16. She was 16. You know what I'm saying? And my sister is older than me. So my sister older than me. So she was about to turn 16. And her and Arisha got cool. You know what I'm saying? Arisha talked to my sister, what's wrong with your brother? My sister's like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't tried to get no booty, all this shit, woo. I'm like, what? My sister told me this, right? So I remember like it was yesterday because the day before she lost her nephew. She was supposed to be babysitting her nephew. They went to the laundromat and the little boy walked out the laundromat and she couldn't find him. And we was walking all over the neighborhood trying to find the little boy. We finally found him, right? It was that day because me and my little brother found him, right? So we kind of saved her. We kind of saved her butt with her auntie because she stayed on the west side. I'm from Chicago, and she was staying over her auntie's house on the south side for the summer to watch the little boy, right? Free babysit, right? So the next day, I go down there to kick and talk with her and shit, blah blah blah, woo woo and shit. She push up on me, put a condom out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Put this on, da 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 da. Shit lasted a good 2 minutes, bro. That shit was over. It was over and done with. It was over and done with. But shit, ever since then, Arisha, she was my first one, Arisha Anderson.
That nigga told the whole thing.
All 2 minutes.
It's crazy because I was in the 8th grade, bro. And matter of fact, I was in the 8th grade going to the 9th grade, and I'm at my cousin's crib, and my girl I'm talking to at the time, she'd be like, meet me at, it's a little elementary school called Lindsay Elementary. And she'd be like, meet me here. You know, I'm at my cousin's house. They don't give a fuck what we do, really. Just to be honest, we run the streets pretty wild over there. So, man, we went over there. I ain't even gonna say where we was at, what we was doing, but or I ain't gonna say where we was at. But my first piece was in the elementary school playground damn near. You know what I'm saying? And after that whole summer, I stayed. I was at my cousin's house.
We know why. No.
My answer very simple, and I don't care what none of you niggas think. I don't fucking remember. I'm trying to have a good time when I get off this motherfucking live. And so I don't know what y'all talking about, nigga. Shit. I'm going back on mute. Fuck all that shit.
Knockout first time was with Miss Knockout. Nigga,
right.
Birds at 2020.
They haven't ever since, nigga. Haven't ever since. What you talking about?
Yeah, it is. Fuck, that's good.
Nigga ain't put that ball down to Miss Knockout forced him to.
Go ahead, my guy. Go ahead, my guy.
Tell you what, Miss Knockout said, you mine, and that's it. Come here. Miss Knockout.
Knockout was scared. I believe it. I believe that Miss Knockout was his first real time.
Look what she said. You damn right. Miss Knockout said, you damn right.
Miss Knockout took that nigga virginity.
Look at Dixie. Think you was on the lakefront, dog?
Oh,
in the
yeah.
I hear you. Man.
I'm telling you, man, that 2 minutes felt like it lasted forever, boy. I was like, God damn. That shit was crazy.
Surprised. You were surprised, huh?
Bruh, I was lost in the South. Even lie to you. I was lost in the South. But you know, I went and told my cousin Darren, he was kind of like my role model, you know what I'm saying? My grown cousin, man. I went and told him what happened. He like, boy, come here, let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And he started schooling me on the game. The next time it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I kept going to my cousin's house that summer. You know what I'm saying? I stayed there damn near the whole summer. Man, I got caught. I went to her crib one time, and her mama was supposed to be at work. You know what I'm saying? She done came in. I'm hiding in the motherfucking shower and shit, bro. Boy, that shit was.
Anthony. Nigga Anthony on Dead Presidents and shit running out the house.
Ass nigga, bro. Ass nigga. You be like, God damn.
You had to get your license first. Nigga, you know you was hitting them sheep and shit.
Oh, Bum Quickly said he thought you was wearing a Trump hat.
Yeah.
Like you can't read no fucks. No fucks.
Oh, man. Sign language, bro. Sign language.
You answering, nigga?
Yeah, what's up, man?
I was 10.
What, nigga?
Yeah. Yes.
Damn, 10?
Yes,
You was
I
nigga.
you was 10 and busting, nigga.
No, we wasn't busting. You busting air, nigga. You busting air.
Okay.
You still
Damn,
get
10.
that same fucking. You still get
No,
that
this
same
is
fucking feeling. You busting air
well,
for real. I
true
know
story
because
though.
I saw
Now,
the young
I was
terror.
sexually molested by my sister friend, right?
Oh, okay.
But I
Oh,
liked
shit.
that shit though, right? But they used to beat up. They used to beat up though. But I used to run from. I did like it. I came in everything, bro. Everything. She tried to make me lick the click and all that shit. I ain't like that.
Oh, shit.
But I literally came. I'm telling the truth. Yeah. So she like
She was trying to teach his ass.
yeah, she's trying to teach me though. But she was a little bust like. You know, when you're young, you got all them damn brothers. You peep through the door and watch them fucking and all that shit.
Yeah.
One night, yeah, she woke me up and that shit got real. Put the little pipe in. I'm just humping. Don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just humping, but I know I felt that feeling and I liked it ever since. They did they do this? So they called it though. This is a true story. They whooped her ass and all that shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? Went and talked to her mama, all that shit. But yeah, true story. 10 years old, 1400s, the projects. You know how it is when you living in the projects and shit right there. Then shit, yep, 10 years old.
Boy, to
Yeah,
put a
man.
10
picture.
years old.
I was
That's why.
15.
And they say you was a kid and all that shit. But shit, I ain't never make it. I ain't like this shit. I did like this shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Monty. That's when I cut my chops on my sister's best friend.
Yeah.
Her best friend, bro. Like I said, this was after Arisha, right? After Arisha, she was only there for the summer, right? But once I turned like 15, my sister was 17, right? And she had a best friend named Letitia, right? Came in, oh, you so cute. That this what I say about, you know what I'm saying, when I be on other panels and stuff, and I be trying to put in people's ear like, hey man, it's a lot of son husbands walking around here, right? And a lot of girls that's messing with these little boys because you can tell it a lot of times, you can see it, right? Oh, he's so sexy, he's so handsome, he's so cute. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, she was older than me, and I I cut my chops on her. Came in one day, the first day I met her, and she was a cute little light-skinned girl, cute, pretty light-skinned. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, right? Oh, yo, brother, he's so cute. Come here, grab me by my face and tongue kiss me full in my mouth. Full in my mouth, right? It wasn't that day. I'll remember this specifically. It was Thursday, because you know what? Thursday was the day. Thursday. It was a Thursday. I'm telling y'all because our neighbors, me and my brother was friends with these kids named Carrie and Kenny. They stayed 3 houses down, right? And Thursdays was always the night they spent the night over our house, and then Friday we would spend the night over their house. You see what I'm saying? So we out there, we over there playing Nintendo or whatever and shit, and they come in, and that's when it happened, right? So that was a Thursday. So that next Friday, when we were supposed to go stay over there, I stayed home, and Letitia spent the night. And she spent the night, and that's when it popped off.
You hear this? Look at this motherfucker. Look at my fat brother. See that's BN. Ricky, she was a freak. Set her out.
Yeah. I'm just telling y'all what happened.
All I know is I was a sheltered child. Obviously, I mean, I was sheltered. My first was with my first boyfriend. We had been dating 3 years. I was 15, almost 16. He was 16, just fresh 16, because we're a couple of months apart. And yeah, I it wasn't all that, but okay. Men, I learned so much. I appreciate y'all so much.
It's a long time. That's all I can see.
Y'all don't know. I'm
Hey, Coach ain't trying to hear none of that shit. He ain't trying to hear none of that shit, man.
He focused somewhere else. Like, yeah. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like,
he be trying to keep it. Let me tell you, Troy has told me all of this before, so I know a good bit of all of that. But it is still surprising to me when someone tells me that their first sexual experience was at the age of 10. Because I'm just sitting here like,
I thought I was bad.
Yeah, they what that like that was it was like, you know, when you're young and shit, you hear motherfuckers talk about, because every time they beat up, why you do, because she did this and all that, you know, you get that shit, you be like, so I used to be like, sometimes I used to see her and I run and shit, like, what the fuck you running for, like you did something wrong, nigga. But yeah, that shit was all over the projects, man. Like everybody know, my sister and them, they'll vouch for, they'll tell y'all the shit that's true. But she was a little bust anyway. They was already knocking her ass down and shit like that. So, you know, How that
She
shit
just wanted to
out.
have that power over you and throw some pussy on you. That's what it was.
Yeah, shit. I wasn't mad about it. Ain't like I was, oh man, this and that. Which you trying to do what your big brothers and them doing all that shit anyway. So you peeping through doors and looking at all that shit. So
But
yeah,
Now understanding y'all how y'all were exposed
but shit,
to sex and all
yeah.
of that, and you have he has sons, so it's a little different. But I'm he got nieces, so I'm trying to understand you. How many nieces you got? How many nieces you got?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I'm just trying to understand if y'all think one way, we're not equal because Omega keeps putting that out there. We've already agreed we're not equal, and there are certain expectations. But how do you, in that respect, coach your son versus your daughter?
I coach them the same way. I coach my sons, my daughters and sons the exact same way.
Because you got to be realistic.
Right. The game ain't fair.
Yeah.
It ain't fair. The truth of the matter is that ladies, if you get pregnant and you pick the wrong baby daddy, you're gonna be responsible for that child. It's what it is.
Not always.
And I want a daughter. That's what I want. I just want one daughter. I don't even want no son. I just want one daughter. Right? But you got to be realistic. Like I got my baby sister. Like I talked to her and just told her the entire game. Like I'm just a realist, right? Like I feel like and I tell them this shit all the time. Birth control fucked a lot of women up. I feel like that birth control shit fuck a lot of women up. You know. And I tell them shit. If you gonna have sex, just fucking wear a condom, right? Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do birth control because they don't want the girl to get pregnant, or the mama gonna throw the daughters on birth control and all that shit. Just wear a condom, but you can't stop. You can talk all you want to,
But
right?
people
But
gonna do what they do.
they gonna do what they do. If you ain't really like being a real strict ass parent, or no, you're not taking your ass out. You staying your ass in this house, and no, you can't go here and you can't go there, and we're gonna monitor you where you at. You at Sally house or Susie, where you at, calling on your ass and make sure this ain't that. Man, they go sneak out and they go do what they want to do. Like you gotta think about us. Yeah, exactly. So it's like shit. And now, right, and now these motherfuckers, like, to me, I think each generation is even smarter. That's my logic of things, even though we smart as fuck. But growing up, motherfucker, little boys are sneaky, little girls are sneaky as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't gonna stop. They can do some shit, you won't even know the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at my little sister. She's the sweetest thing where I didn't know, like, when she told me about it, I'm like, damn, right? I'm like, god damn, right? But you still just be real with the shit. So it's like either way it's gonna happen. So I just rather just teach it the real way and fuck all that ABC trying to beat around the bush, the birds and the bees. Talk that shit like the real shit in the streets. What can happen? What can come behind it? And that's the way that you got to talk to these kids. Yeah. Otherwise, all that easy shit, it ain't gonna get through.
Not only that, when they're like, especially with girls, if you shelter them too much, what's gonna happen is, see, when they go off to school, because I done seen.
He probably been one of them that was slid up in there. Yeah.
When they go off to school, if that's their plan to go off to school and they've been sheltered, they fucking wild out that first year in college.
All the way out there.
They fucking wild out. Like there has to be a balance with little girls. That's what I feel.
Now, coach, real quick, coach, let me ask you this. Now, you said with little girls, and I got a son, and the nigga he getting up in the age. He get about to be 8 in April. You know what I'm saying? He'll be 8 in April, and so I know how I was coming up. You know what I mean? And really, I don't want him to be the way I was, but I know that's just who he going. It's what's in you. You know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, we got certain things we looking for, and I can see him doing it already at 7 years old. And so now this is my question.
Mm-hmm.
With a son at 7 years old right now, what would you say, or what did you tell your sons back then? You know what I'm saying? And Yeah, at that age, Ricky, same question for you. What did you and knock out anybody who got kids? What did you tell your kids at that age? You know what I'm saying? And what were you prepared for or looking for to understand what really was going on? I have an answer to it, but I want to hear y'all perspective first.
My answer to that at 7 years old, nothing. I kept both of them occupied with sports.
Facts.
Facts, super
Kept
facts.
them we wasn't talking about that at that age.
Wasn't needed. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. Like when my kids was that age, I had them in baseball, basketball, Pop Warner, wrestling. You know what I'm saying? You keep the boys occupied, right? But what we got to understand is that a lot of times, the sex conversation starts with the woman, not the boys. That's just the honest to God truth.
So when should it happen with the boys? And I always say I don't want no more kids. I got a son. I'm blessed with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a daughter. I don't want one. That's just me. I don't want to have to kill nobody. That's how I look at it.
So, but you said you don't want no more kids. Let me ask a question because I really want to ask this question.
Oh no.
Men have
Go ahead.
It's like that, though.
He think you about to put him on the spot. That's all.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say it's like that. I thought we were better than that.
No, we respectfully, all respect.
Because men always say, I don't want no more children. So, you know, and in some relationships, sometimes the expectation is to the woman to ensure that, right? You on that birth control pill, you on this, you on that. None of that shit is 100%, right?
My pull-out game.
But what is when a man no longer wants children, why does he not consider
my body, my choice? That's why.
Hold on. This is why.
It's my body, my choice.
He ain't lying.
Oh, bro.
Right?
I knew it, and I expected Ricky to say that. I expected Ricky to say my body, my choice. That just seems
why I got a whole responsibility for your body. You're the one who's going to get pregnant.
Hold on, but this the thing, Ricky. I ain't gonna, bro. When in this situation that I was in, you feel me? I got married because of a pregnancy, unfortunately. And my thing was, bro, hey, yeah, ain't no way. I don't want no abortion. If it come down to it, then I'm gonna make sure I'm taking care of mine. And so that's what it came down to. And I'm taking care of mine. You know what I'm saying? So I understand my body, my choice. But at some point in time, it got to be on the man to take care of their own, bro. Like you got to take care of your own. That's just my opinion.
Again, that's if the situation arises, my friend. Right? No matter what y'all say, y'all want the truth of the matter. I give it to the truth because y'all don't never want to listen. The truth of the matter is, when it comes to relationships, women are responsible for sex. Men are responsible for the relationship. Right? Now, ladies, when you sleep with a man, when you let him shoot up the club, if you don't choose a responsible man to take care of your child, that's your fucking fault. Men, if you get married to a woman and she's ratchet and she won't fall in the line or she won't follow your leadership because you got down on one knee and chose to ask that woman for your hand in marriage or to be in a relationship with you, that's your fucking fault.
Facts.
Ladies want to say, yeah, it takes two to tango. Yes, it took two to tango, but it took somebody to open the door. If you never gave me no pussy, it ain't no nothing up in you. There's no you missing your period. There's no baby. Responsibility and accountability are two different things.
Man, yeah, like for me, bro, like I don't know, bro, like if I don't want no kids, then shit, I'm probably gonna wear a condom. I'm asking she on birth control. If I'm really serious about it though, because I'm married, then shit, I wouldn't mind getting snipped because my wife had surgery for us to be able to have. So I mean, bro, I don't know, bro. Like for me, it's just like I feel like again, it could be both ways. Like if a woman really serious about not having kids, either don't have sex, you can get birth control, you can get your tubes tied, you can get them burnt off or clipped off or whatever that other procedure is. So if a man don't want no baby, shit, like he can get a vasectomy. Shit, my brother-in-law got 4 boys. He got 4 boys. he got tired of having children. He said, I'm done. So he told the
Right.
doctor,
That's cool.
shit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
And my question is this: why is it always the woman's
Come
job
on.
who
Come
takes
on.
all of this
Ah,
contraception
shit.
and all
Yep.
of these different protocols to not
That
have
ain't true.
They
Preach.
came out with men birth
Preach.
control and they took it off the market because of men start
Preach.
whining about, oh, I feel sick, oh, I feel nauseous, oh, I can't, I got a headache and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But women go through that stuff every single day, and that's just unacceptable to me.
Is
Like
it?
I
But
don't
but
know.
hold on though. But if I can
Don't
sit
put
here
it
and
all
say
on
I
the
don't want,
woman.
Don't
but if
put
I can sit here and say I don't want no kids, she should be able to do the same thing and take the necessary the necessary measures to make sure that shit don't happen.
the thing.
I mean,
Look,
and she can. Y'all just have to have that agreement and
look,
understanding.
look,
But
look.
like it goes both ways. It takes
Look,
two to tangle.
it takes two to tango. It takes two to get it done, right? But again, black folks always want to assess the problem after it has already arisen, right? Again, right? You allowed me to fuck. If you don't let me fuck, it don't matter what y'all keep saying. If my key don't open the lock, the door doesn't open. It's your body. I have absolutely nothing to say about your body if you want to delete that child. If I don't want you to have the child and you want to have the child, it don't matter what I say, you're gonna do it. It's your body. Yes, you got to take birth control. Yes, it's been birth control developed for a woman. Yes, correct. You're a woman. Congratulations. Life ain't fair.
Let me shed some light.
Fair.
Women like to have fun just like men do. So when it comes to putting everything on a woman, that's not the way it goes. So
I
my
don't-
thing is,
I don't-
before you go in, you need to make sure that that woman that you're having sex with is on the same page.
Well, that's the whole part again of us vetting each other and establishing a friendship, right? So that you know at the end of the day that I'm a responsible enough individual to take care of my responsibilities. But if I'm not, if you picked the wrong guy, if you didn't take your time to pick Mr. Knockout the correct way, and that baby came to fruition, you would have been held responsible. And whatever you wanted to do, if it didn't work out the way you wanted to do, whether Mr. Knockout wanted that child and you was like, nah, fuck that, you a deadbeat dad. Again, I'm just using y'all as an example. Please don't take this to heart, right? You a deadbeat dad. Fuck you. I don't want to have this kid. I want to have fun. I'm not ready for a child. Or if he did want it and you said, if he didn't want it and you said, no, I want to keep the baby, it would have came into your hands and wasn't shit he can do about it. My body, my choice.
But the reality is, man is the only one that really has that clear autonomy of self. Women don't have that autonomy, which is clear because of Roe versus Wade's reversal. So when I say that the responsibility has to be on both parties.
That's different. That's a goalpost move. And the reason why is because the government don't have no right in your motherfucking business anyway.
Oh, I agree.
Right?
I agree,
So
but
again, I
I'm
think that's a
saying
false
that
argument.
It's not, because when you get this, it's always, I know he's Omega so stupid.
But Roe versus Wade. God damn.
No, when my point is talking, he likes it. Ricky is saying my body, my choice. And I agree with that wholeheartedly if that is the truth. And it's not. And so when I'm looking at it, you make the choice. But in the end, it all falls on the woman 90% of the time.
And that's the whole point of you being selective about who you let shoot your club up.
And you see.
And then what about the man's part? What about the man part?
Don't let him fuck.
Why are you shooting her?
Don't
Why are
let
you
him
shooting
fuck.
her club up if you
Because
don't want to
let
have
him-
babies?
Ma'am, with all respect, because you let him fuck.
But it's still a two-person party, regardless of how you try to flip it.
It's a two-person party
It's so
after
black
the
and
fact.
white, bro.
It is what it is.
It is what it
It's a
is.
two-person party after the fact. Don't fuck me and there's nothing to talk about. You so concerned about your pussy getting hot and I'm trying to get this dick. That's the truth, because you said it yourself. Y'all want to have fun. You don't want to be responsible, right?
If men
It's
can
your
have fun,
body.
women can have fun too.
Hold up,
It's
baby.
your
Hold up.
body.
Here's the thing, bro. Like real shit. Here's the thing. You can't be a man, right? and I'm a man. I can't say I don't want to have kids. Don't take any preventative measures not to have kids, and then fuck a woman, nut inside of her, and then be like, oh shit, I don't want to have kids. I don't want
That's
the
not what I
responsibility.
said, knockout. That's not
You
what I
never
said.
had sex. Don't have
That's
sex with
right.
a woman. You already
Exactly.
know. That's what
Exactly.
that's the outcome. You can
Exactly.
have babies.
Exactly. And let me
Well,
I think what he's saying is you
hold
need
on,
you
everybody.
have to have
Hold on.
better
No, I'll tell
judgment.
you what I'm saying. I'll
Women
tell
have
you
better
what
she
I'm
can have
saying.
better judgment though.
Quee,
Right?
you can get on the panel, dear. You
I'll
can get
tell
on the
you what
panel
I'm
if you
saying.
want.
And I want to talk after Ricky get this off. I want to talk about this subject. Go ahead, Ricky. My bad.
Right. This is what I'm saying, right? These arguments do not arise if you pick the responsible man. They don't, right? Because before y'all laid down, y'all already had the conversation, or y'all already in a relationship where you trust me enough.
no.
I'm going to be there for you and my child. And again, hopefully through in time, again, because you didn't fuck me right away. Hint, 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 hint. Right? That you realize and see I'm a responsible individual. But what I'm saying is, if we're going to keep using these worst case scenarios, you should be moving out here. If everything's so extreme and this is the worst case scenario, you should be planning for the worst case scenario. Don't be giving your pussy up to somebody who ain't protecting themselves and shooting your club up and then say, oh, you respond. No, if you would have never let that man fuck, you're not there.
Well, let me say this here. I've hit a lot. I've nutted in a lot of women that I ain't want to have babies for.
Don't say that. Don't say that, bro. Don't say that.
Just
Go ahead.
being real. Meet the meat, bro.
That shit ain't gonna work, Omega.
But nah, that's
It
being,
takes
but
time for the baby to form.
Listen, this is the thing, bro. Every time I've ever nutted in a woman, bro, like I knew what the consequences of that was, and because I got respect for myself the way I do, I know what my responsibilities need to be. You know what I mean? And so because I did take those actions, regardless of what I feel afterward, because I took those actions, I got to be responsible for those actions. And I do agree to some degree that, yeah, there are a lot of men out here who aren't responsible for their actions. But like Ricky said, it's a two-way street, and you close your legs then. Close your legs.
nah,
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so
and what about this?
First
So,
of all, what Rick's saying is, listen, you meet somebody, right? You know for a fact if you laying down with this nigga, right, and you know damn well he ain't got a condom on this shit. You know the possibility of him nutting in you. So,
absolutely.
and a nigga ain't finna say shit. And what Rick's saying is, a nigga gonna be a nigga. He gonna fuck. If he go come, and he gone. That's gonna be that. He not worrying about no responsibilities. He not worrying about none of that shit. But you, on the other hand, you got to deal with what's inside your ass and this, that, and the third. That's why someone don't even know that they pregnant by that nigga. And how many cases do we got of this happening? So that speak for itself.
But
You know
how
what I mean?
many
So,
and also how many cases we got of women trapping men with a kid?
Yeah.
Ooh, I know somebody who did that.
yeah, but that's when a nigga, and that's on his dumb. That's what Ricky said. Well, that's still on his dumb ass. He went and laid down and fucked her and nutted in her and not expect her.
Right. But what I'm saying is,
no. I'm
she
just saying,
got
not a
who got
small
more
percentage.
control? Hold on, money. This is my question.
Yeah,
Who has
but
more control in making a baby, the woman or the man?
the man.
Who has more control of
no,
doing
the
it?
woman does. The woman does.
The
Exactly.
man,
Exactly.
because before the man stick his dick in her, he know if he got a condom on. If that nigga know he don't pull out,
I'm not
he know
talking
it's a
about
percentage
that.
of getting her pregnant. No, you talking about on keeping the
Before it
baby.
even
Who got
get to
more
that point,
percentage?
money.
I'm
Listen,
about
No,
to
you
cook
talking about
y'all.
more
I'm about
percent.
to
You
cook
talking about
y'all
more
one
percentage on
y'all.
keeping the baby.
I'm about to
Now
cook all
it's
y'all.
on a man to put that seed inside her. And you know for a fact, you taking her ass home and you ain't got no condom in your pocket and you finna knock her ass down. You know if you finna nut in her, it's gonna be a percentage that you gonna get her ass pregnant. So it's on the man first of all.
Okay.
Afterward, if she
Right.
become pregnant and
nah,
if she decide to keep the baby, he don't
I'm
have
about to cook
he don't
y'all.
have
no,
he
money.
has nothing to do with that.
No,
It
money.
depends.
What
No,
I'm
that's not
saying
true
is
though. That's
this.
not true at all.
Let me know
Hold
when
on,
to
let me
It's
say
not.
something.
let
Hold
me know
on, let
when
me
to
say
know.
something. My thing is this. Okay, I'm talking about this. If a woman try to trap a man, right? It's a two-way street as far as having sex. Of course, we know that. But my thing is, who's more in control of the responsibility, the woman or the man? Now, don't get me wrong. A man can put a condom on, but a woman know, okay, this nigga's trying to raw dick me, right? So if a nigga raw dicking them, right? And it's a possibility that a fucking kid could be made, and if she's not on birth control, she knows she can get fucking pregnant, bro.
Who responsibility to pull that motherfucker out and shoot on that motherfucking face or her stomach or her ass? Who responsibility is that?
But that shit ain't 100% money.
No,
That's
that
not
mean that
100%.
mean the pussy just feeling so good to your
Bro,
ass. You just want to
can
come.
we all just say both parties are fucking responsible, bro? Like, goddamn, like if a woman don't want to have babies, don't let a nigga fuck you with no condom. If a nigga don't want to have babies, either wear a condom, don't have sex at all, or get your shit snipped.
Exactly. But how do the woman get pregnant?
If somebody go in a woman, bro,
how
and they
do a
nut
woman
inside
get
and they nut
pregnant,
inside her, or pre-cum come out and see me come out, bro. When you win in that woman, man or woman, when you go in that woman without it, bro, you know that you could get her pregnant. If a woman lay down with a dude and she have sex with him, she knows she can get pregnant. Everybody bears equal responsibility, bro. Like this shit ain't rocket science, my nigga. Like this shit is very simple, bro.
That's all I'm
That
saying.
shit is not. We want to say it's equal responsibility. It's not equal responsibility, bro.
That's a very
equal responsibility.
Well,
That's
to
why
me,
I told
that's a very simple ass
Ricky,
answer.
how I
That's what
told you
I say.
earlier. Y'all need to have that conversation before y'all even get started. That's equal responsibility.
That is a very simple ass answer.
Again,
the thing start with a man. You know for a fact, nigga, if you fit a nut in this woman, period. That's it. That's all. You know if she fucking the shit out, you know you about to come. You know you need to tell her ass to get the fuck up off you or push her ass off and do what you got to do. Now, once you nut her, the responsibility is on her. What she want to do with her body. If she get pregnant, but after that, the first responsibility is on the man. I don't give a damn. Oh, it's equal responsibility.
But money. Hold on, money. Let me ask you a question. Then let me ask you a question. If once again we talked about this earlier, these individuals who's for the streets, you know what I'm saying? We've talked about this, and so if this has happened multiple times, right, and now all of a sudden, I'm the one who's supposed to take, and in my situation, it don't even matter. I'm the one who's supposed to take responsibility if this has happened multiple times within the last month. I'm supposed to take responsibility. That's what you're telling me.
What do you mean you supposed to take responsibility? If you nutted that woman, what you mean you supposed to take responsibility? What are you talking about?
Hold on. That's a stretch, right? This is what I'm saying. I need y'all to listen, man. Again, everybody want to analyze the issue after it has already arisen. The women, y'all control access to your pussy. If you don't give me no pussy, I gets no pussy. Responsibility and accountability are two totally different things, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you should be responsible, both of you. Again, that's hopefully why you let the man you fuck you with fuck. Monty, hold on. Hold on, right? So hopefully
I was talking on my shit, Rick. My bad.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro. It's like hopefully you were responsible and smart enough to pick a man that's going to take care of his responsibilities. Again, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: if you allow that man to fuck, everything else can happen after that. And again, if the responsibilities are so great and so extreme and so life-changing and so passionate within your realm of thinking, you should be moving accordingly before you let a man fuck. And with that being said, if it's all on the man and you have no control over your body, your pussy, like y'all just so slow that y'all don't recognize no game. Y'all just falling on dicks in the street. No, y'all pick who y'all let fuck. So your baby daddy that ain't shit, you picked him, you fucked him, you giving him all that good loving, and he can't even put food on a motherfucking table. You chose wrong. That's your accountability.
That nigga don't want to put food on the table because he don't want to.
Yeah, I can't argue with Ricky's point on it. I do have my own opinion on it, but I agree that once she has made the decision to engage, it is somewhat, at that point, it's her responsibility to make those suggestions. Like, I'm not gonna sleep. So when my boys, I always made a point, bring your own condom. But if I'm sleeping, if I make the decision to sleep with a man and I understand that we are not utilizing a condom, then I understand the responsibilities of what might happen. And I've made the decision because of whomever this person is. I don't really, I don't really sleep around like I didn't sleep around like that when so I'm a little different in that respect. But when I talk to my nieces and even my son, I make those comments about, choose wisely, because if you do have a child with somebody, especially in today's age, 18, 26 years of taking responsibility, whether you want it or not, because unless you're running, they can get your money.
Cassandra, you know you're not clicking that link. Stop.
A lie. You ain't coming nowhere up on here.
Any lady should click the link. I'm going to debunk y'all shit because it is what it is, right? Again, y'all can keep saying about the man that ain't did that shit and sent his representative. Again, you let him fuck. You fell for the representative. You a sucker. Get the fuck over it.
So the man bears no responsibility, is what you're saying.
Man, that nigga bears. Nigga do bear
A man
responsibility.
should bear responsibility. I'm responsible. I took care of all my children. But my baby mother was smart enough to get pregnant by me.
Okay, I get it. He said she was smart enough.
So what Ricky's saying is you open up your leg to a nothing ass nigga, it's on you, right? That's true.
Right.
And there's a lot of women that open up their legs to a nothing ass nigga, but at the same time, the nigga know that he nothing inside that woman and that it's a possibility that she go get pregnant. Period, homie. She ain't you saying, oh, she giving him the pussy. Yes, that's true. But he knows what's finna happen if he nut inside her. Nigga, you know the feeling when you finna come. Every nigga know the feeling when you finna come. And you know if your ass should pull out of this bitch or if you should just go ahead and let go of her, period. Niggas be trapping women too, coach. Don't make it like you talking about what about when the women want to trap a nigga. Nigga be trapping nigga. Damn, she fine as my fit to trap her ass. If she open up her legs to him. Yes, Rick, I get that. But niggas be trapping as well. But both of their ass know what can happen if you laying down and ain't no condom on that motherfucker. And I don't give a fuck about that birth control shit, because that shit to me, that shit is just fuck up women and that shit don't even work to me. So I got my thing on that.
And it can all be eliminated if a woman say no.
Sometimes, but yeah, for the majority of for the fact of this discussion, I would agree with you, Rick.
Ricky, you right, bro, but only half right, because it could also all be eliminated if the nigga just don't try to fuck, bro. Like that, when I say it go both ways, then shit, that's what I mean by that. Like if you don't want that action, then you don't try to fuck her, bro. Like it goes both ways, my nigga. That's all.
Now, we just going too far. We just going too far to this shit. Now we know temptation is temptation, man.
It's still the same knockout. It don't matter if I want to hit. I can try to fuck all day until she let me fuck. Ain't nothing happening. That's what y'all not understanding.
No, Ricky, I get what you're saying, bro. It's up to the women to say, give consent and say, okay, we can fuck, to even lay down for a nigga to get a nut. Okay, I get it, fam. But still, temptation is temptation, fam. What you gonna think every fucking woman go? And I get what you're saying. Don't open up your legs to a nothing ass nigga, which is true. If this a nigga, you know that you ain't got this over, but you don't know how shit playing out in the beginning and how shit go in the end. A nigga can be up in the beginning and down in the end. It doesn't matter. And I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, if that nigga nut inside her, he understand the possibility. It's all on the man to plant the seed inside the woman.
So money,
her legs or not.
So money, what you're saying is that a lot of these dudes who not shit niggas, you know what I'm saying, as I believe the term was used earlier, a lot of these dudes, they need to change. They need to, we need to be focused on changing them so that they make sure they showing up and showing out for their seed. That's what you're saying.
We don't need to be focused on changing shit, because we ain't gonna change shit. All I'm saying is it's on the nigga that's nutting inside the woman. So when we talk about where responsibility lies, niggas knows when they nut inside the woman. If she go fuck a nothing ass, listen, you can't. But I'm saying you can't stop a woman. You can't stop a woman from fucking a nothing ass. You can't stop a woman from doing nothing. So if he's a nothing ass nigga, she gonna fuck a nothing ass nigga. So that's just gonna be her decision.
That's what I'm saying though. But this is what I'm saying though. Look. Again, women control access to sex. Now, shout out to Miss Knockout. She said, why do all the self-control have to be on the woman? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's say that takes effect, right? I'm going to concede your point. Y'all, Miss Knockout is right. All the ladies is right. It's the man's responsibility.
Not totally.
Right? It's the man's responsibility. It's all my fault. My game's so tight. I'm so sexy. These abs look so vicious, bro. Every woman just opened up to me like a flower in the spring. Then if that's the case, why you gotta say in what you do with my baby? If I tell you to keep my baby up or delete that baby, you should do it. Shut the fuck up, because you wasn't responsible for it. But it don't work like that though, right? When it come down to that, it's your body, your choice. I can't tell you shit, right?
No, that ain't true.
First of all, Rick, just like she's supposed to tell your ass not to nut in it, but if a nigga nutting in it, he nutting in it. So I get what you're saying. You keep trying to put it to the point of, okay, the woman don't supposed to open up her legs. Don't open up your legs. You don't open up your legs. No ass. No, I get what you're saying, bro. And then you say, okay, if all the responsibility is on the man, then the man should have the responsibility if she should keep or delete the baby, right? So that's what you're saying. If all the responsibility lands on the man. No, exactly. I'm saying in the beginning, if you saying, okay, the women should have power over not opening up her legs. Yes, I give you that, right? But still, when a nigga hitting it, right, you still know if your ass finna come and if you go pull out or not. Then if you come in her, yes, if the baby is inside her, I can't say shit. That's her body. No, you don't got no responsibility over. You can try to talk to her about that shit, what some niggas try to do, but at the end of the day, it's still her body, and she know what comes with having that baby. She know what the responsibilities gonna be, and a lot of women ain't gonna fuck their body up by getting abortion and shit like that. So it's gonna be on her if she want to have that baby or not. But still, it still don't take away from the fact of a nigga nutting inside her and knowing the possibilities of her getting pregnant, bro.
Hey, BN, what you got, bro? All right, will you have a share?
I think it's dual responsibility, man. But everybody on the panel is acting like everybody thinks before having sex. I went in raw. I went in meet with plenty of females that I wouldn't want to have my child. Trying to, you know what I'm saying, during the act, bro. A lot of times the guy's not thinking responsible. The female's not thinking responsible. It's after the action or after it's over, that's when your right brain start thinking. So, I mean, a lot of this shit's not really planned out like that. Everybody's talking as if a man and a woman sit back and we talk about it. And who talks about it like that? People just go ahead and do what they do. And think about the actions afterwards. Temptation's a motherfucker.
I know there's a few motherfuckers y'all done in y'all was praying. Man, I hope I don't get the call that motherfucking
plenty of them.
Pregnant. Yeah?
Never.
Yeah.
I got 6 kids, bro. And I'm
never. I understand why. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, niggas, right? This is what I'm talking about niggas. Some nigga shit, right? Again, after the shit didn't happen, you want to blow it off, right? No, stop the problem at the goddamn roots.
Listen, right? Ricky, everybody don't think like Ricky, bro.
Hold on.
I'm just saying everybody don't think like Ricky.
That's a problem with niggas. Niggas don't want to think
of course, and that's where we come back from to nothing as niggas. Everybody not reasonable and responsible. Like, oh, you know what? I'm finna fuck this bitch, and she feel like, no, a nigga thinking about getting a nut and going about his business, fam. And there's young people like, yeah. So you thinking like that right now, but I'm quite sure when you was younger, right? You didn't just always think like you thinking right now, bro.
Before I fucked the bitch, yes, it was.
Wow, you know, I ain't never thought like that, right, man.
But a lot of niggas don't think like that. But a lot of niggas try
to get that because you fucking crazy, nigga. That's why.
Well, I have a vasectomy now, dog. So I'm done, bro. But I would tell a man this: don't get a vasectomy, bro. Because when I come, sometimes that shit hurt like a motherfucker, bro. That shit not right, dog. I think you fucked me up, man.
Fuck this pipe up. Oh shit!
That nigga be screaming in the bed when he fit to come.
Oh, bro, because we all know if a woman have her tubes tied, what that does is it rushes a woman to menopause. You know what I'm saying? So it's always, I mean, either guy should get a vasectomy or wear a condom. And I'm not with the condom shit, so yeah, I was.
Yeah, I mean, everything on the woman's side, unfortunately, is just more strenuous to the body, the healing time, it's extremely invasive, whether we're talking abortion, or we're talking hysterectomy, or we're talking tube ligation, or we're, all of that stuff is extremely invasive. Even the birth control is potentially invasive depending on the woman. So I think it just really, when you're looking at it, this is the time that I 100% agree with Ricky. You have to be careful in the choice that you make of whom you give yourself to, because it is extremely important that when you make that choice, it is one that has been discussed, that you are open. And I get it. I'm with BN. When that I think one of the people in the chat said, when the Henny hit right, or when that drink hit right, you're not really thinking with a clear mind. So I would say that some of that conversation needs to be had up front in that situation.
People ain't doing that shit.
They not.
Do it, and we ain't doing this shit when we was young, as far as always being fucking super responsible. That's why you fucking grow. You have childhood, you have teenage years, you have, the youth is wasted on the young. It's wasted on the young. You got a lot of us out there that's fucking that made mistakes. And people make mistakes in life. It should happen. So, but I see both sides of the playing field tonight. I see all of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's anybody else got anything else to say? I think we're gonna wrap it up tonight, man. And I appreciate everybody that came.
You're speaking about wrapping it up. You're speaking about wrapping it up. That's the problem. Nobody wants to wrap it up.
So look, we appreciate y'all coming on the panel, but just give us your last. We're gonna go around, shout out your channel, do whatever y'all need to do. We want to have everybody to say a little something. Ricky, you were here first, joining us, giving us love. I expect to see you next week because this is great. I love your
candor.
Yes. Yes. So go ahead, Ricky.
Oh, y'all know the vibes, man. Make sure y'all first and foremost, y'all know who it is.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Y'all know what it is. Check me out on YouTube under Ricky Williams Boxing, blah, 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 all that bullshit, man. I just want to say that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? And the way I look at it don't mean you have to look at it that way. It's your life. I can't live your life for you, but don't live in your mistakes, right? Don't live in your mistakes. There's something that happened. You know what I'm saying? Leave it where it's at in the past. Don't make your past your present. That's all I got.
Yeah, brother. West, I dropped the link in at the beginning of the show, man, because this is a show of participation, bro. This is just a show that we get away from boxing and talk about Black love, talk about, this is pretty much therapy for some people. If you come up in here and you want to participate, I mean, we all have struggles in life. We all going through something or been through something. And we just talking it out between us. And bro, we don't have that enough in our community. So this was the Queen's idea. And I like it. I really like it. I hope y'all enjoying it. Us coming together every week. I mean, we building relationships also through this YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So man, I appreciate y'all, bro. I really do. Money B.
Yes, sir, big bro. Appreciate everybody, man. As always, an honor to come kick it with the Queen and Coach. You know what I mean? Talking about these topics to get away from boxing for a minute, real life topics that's going on. Shouts out to all my brother on the panel. Everybody gonna have their own look at what's going on in the world and what's going on with the situation. So that's what make everything unique, right? And it's good to have these type of conversations because everybody think different. You feel me? So hopefully everybody that was in the chat, they learn from it. If you're going through it like they say, if you're not, you will go through it somewhere in life. You know what I mean? Life go through a curveball to every goddamn body. So it's all love. I will be back next Friday, man. And it's always an honor, Queen.
Appreciate you, bro. I really do, man.
Dub came on first. He just kept getting knocked out.
Dub trying to watch the fight.
Knockout you. I know you.
Bro, I'm working so motherfucking hard right now to watch the fight right now. It don't even make sense.
Hey, bro, it's all good, my bro.
Hey, you want to give your last and then Because we're getting ready to go. So, because we.
Hey, yeah, absolutely, man. Coach, Queen, salute to y'all, man. Great conversation tonight. Salute to my brothers on the panel. And I learned. One of the reasons I like to come to this channel, you know what I'm saying, especially on Friday nights, is because I get to learn some shit. Being younger than most of y'all, respectfully, y'all are teaching me a lot, you know what I'm saying? So man, salute to y'all, much love, and definitely rocking with y'all next weekend or next Friday.
We appreciate you. Knockout. Last
Yeah,
word.
man. Same. Shout out to Coach and Mrs. Coach Ricky. Money, being boxing, my brother Dub right side, man. Everybody in the chat, y'all smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. They're doing great stuff over here. Definitely gonna be back next week. And you know, man, if y'all want to catch me, y'all know where I'm at. Wednesdays, Thursdays, I'm live 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and then live on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Central Time. And check out the daily content we drop to the channel. But I appreciate y'all always having me up. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the fights. If you bet, hopefully you win some money. And I'll catch everybody next week as I always do.
Knockout, you give Miss Knockout the biggest hug for us, because I really appreciate her sharing her voice on this show. Because
I appreciate y'all. Like, I really do. But wait a minute. This Wednesday and Thursday, Knockout will not be live because our anniversary. We're celebrating our 11-year anniversary.
Congratulations, man.
Okay, I take that back. I'm sorry.
I'll put it on the community page and let y'all know. I'll probably be live.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll probably be live Wednesday, but not Thursday. But I'll let everybody know. I ain't decided yet. But y'all be easy. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. I'll catch y'all next week sometime.
Congrats, you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. See y'all. Ben.
Whoa, what's popping? Nah, I mean, I caught the tail end of the show. Of course, I was at work, but great show, Coach and Queen. I like to look at things, man, in a way. And like I said, my whole point of the whole deal is, of course, I understood what Ricky was saying. The woman, ultimately, it's her responsibility. But at the same time, already, when you got that rock hard on, you ain't thinking with the right head. So plenty of times dudes do things and then we don't come to our senses until after we nut. So with that being said, make sure y'all follow me, Being Boxing News, and I'm out. Peace.
Hey, I appreciate everybody in the chat for coming through. And y'all tell a friend, man. Y'all share our content so we can grow this channel, man. And hopefully we get a larger community because we're building relationships. Man, I appreciate everybody in the chat, and I appreciate everybody on the panel. Man. Y'all hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I'm so grateful to all of y'all, man. I really am. I'm so grateful. And at some point we're gonna we were talking about it earlier today with Money and Keon and stuff, man. We're gonna try to all get together down here in New Orleans at some point and get us a bit Airbnb and kick it for a weekend, man, and I'll show y'all a great time. So
Ricky, I'm coming up to Chicago, but when it's warm, I don't like coming up there when it's cold.
No, I'm from Chicago, but right now I'm in Minnesota. I live in Minnesota now.
I'm not coming to Minnesota. It's scary up there.
It's nice up here. It's nice up
not
here.
in the wintertime.
No, the winter is bitch. It's big up here. For real.
I'm talking about. We're gonna come in the summer. I'm trying to visit.
Absolutely,
I'm trying to visit 50 states.
Oh, y'all come up, man. Y'all ain't even got to pay for no hotel room. I got y'all.
Absolutely, Dub. Absolutely, bro. I appreciate y'all, man, and sell the glove of boxing.
Ricky, I'm holding you to it. I expect to see you next week.
I got you. What's up? I got you.
Hey.
I love you. I love that candor. I appreciate it more than you know.
Thank you. I'm just here. I'm just here to do what I'm here to do. So.
That's it. Hey.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, y'all have a good one. Glover Boxing, where we make them miss and make them pay. If D-Free's still in the building, you better get your mind right, because I'm coming to handle that ass. Promise.
Because we want all the smoke.
There we go.